is Fayetteville. And welcome to homecoming on the hill. The Arkansas Razorbacks are home for the first time in over a month, taking on the red-hot Liberty Flames on SEC Network. He's Aaron Murray, one of the greatest football players in SEC history. I'm Taylor Zarzour. Alyssa Lang's on that field. You'll see her in just a second. Aaron, the Hogs have gotten hot in large part due to that great offense. If they win again today, they're back in a bowl game.
Well, they're getting healthy, too. I think that's going to be the key heading into this game and going forward the rest of the season. The health, especially on the defensive side of the football. But the goal is, can you go bowling? You look at the rest of their schedule for Arkansas. It's a little bit daunting the last 3 weeks of the season. But if you can win today, it takes a lot of pressure off to be able to know that, hey, we're going to go to a bowl game at the end of the season.
One thing they've relied on all year, Aaron, is one of the best quarterbacks in the Southeastern Conference in KJ Jefferson.
I love watching KJ Jefferson, and his progression this year as a quarterback has been tremendous. His rhythm and footwork in the pocket is key. His ability to go from 1 to 2 to 3, and then, as we all know, when it's not there, that big 240 pounds, being able to shed tackles, to be able to get in the end zone. He is just so much fun to watch, but it's the confidence we're seeing each and every week as it grows and he gets healthy.
And he's been smart with the football. I mean, you see the touchdown to interception ratio. That's one of the very best in all of college football. Just barely behind Hendon Hooker of Tennessee. KJ just has 1 interception on the season. Now, meanwhile, today, he's got to take on the Liberty Flames and one of the most well-known coaches in all of college football. You remember this face, Hugh Freeze, from all the success he had at Ole Miss in this conference. This year, he's done it a little differently, Aaron. He's leaned on a great running back in Day-Day Hunter.
Well, he's evolved a little bit, and you're going to see today not as much up-tempo either. It's going to be about running the football. We talk about Arkansas's great offense. Well, one way to keep Arkansas off the field is running the football, and Day-Day has been absolutely tremendous. One of the best jump cuts. You're going to see it all afternoon in all of college football. He is a game wrecker, but most importantly, they want to, once again, control the line of scrimmage, control this game and run it.
He's coming off a career-high performance 2 weeks ago in the game against BYU. Have to wait a second before he gets the ball. Arkansas will get it first, but when the Liberty Flames get it, they got all kinds of questions at quarterback.
Freeze has this Liberty team sitting at 7-1, using 4 different quarterbacks so far this season. Let's start with the starter for today. That would be Jonathan Bennett, who was out of practice for most of the week, dealing with the flu. He was able to practice a bit towards the end of the week. Hugh Freeze tells us he was in meetings, he's taken fluids, and he's feeling pretty good. So Bennett will start. Also here, Charlie Brewer, the quarterback who started the season for the Flames, dealing with a hand injury, has surgery, still working back. He's been struggling to grip the football, but I will say, was standing with Hugh Freeze pregame. He called Charlie Brewer over during warmups. He said, "Charlie, how are you feeling?" Charlie said, "I feel great." So Hugh said, there you have it. He may be able to utilize both of those guys. When it comes to Nate Hampton, the third quarterback on this trip, he's the guy who was taking the majority of the snaps at practice. He will be here as well if something happens to those first 2 guys.
So head on a swivel, Alyssa, is what it sounds like to me. First ever meeting between the 2 schools, and Arkansas will get it first and start at the 25-yard line. Now, Aaron, I'm interested to watch KJ Jefferson come out on the field here, because we know about the head injury he had against Alabama. He missed the Mississippi State game. And then, of course, last week he got that shoulder banged up. You would think they would rely more on this guy, the Rocket, Raheem Sanders, today.
Well, especially early on, can you run the football? That's been the identity for Arkansas all season long. One of the best running and rushing attacks in all of college football. Number 2 in the SEC. Rocket, over 1,000 yards. He is one of the best. So, yeah, rely on him. Take some pressure off KJ.
See if they go to him quickly. Instead, Jefferson keeps it, and he doesn't get anything. Another man known the Rocket, Robert Rahimi, on the tackle.
Well, if I'm Liberty defense and any of these zone reads, I want to make the quarterback pull the football, see how healthy he is.
So good his numbers have been this year, and Rocket gets it, and he doesn't get anything either. 2 consecutive no-gainers. Darrell Johnson comes up to make the tackle very quickly. Arkansas has a 3rd and 10 at their own 25.
Well, talking to Liberty and their coaching staff last night, this is exactly what they want to do. Can you put Arkansas behind the chains? Can you win on 1st and 2nd down?
Jefferson's got plenty of time, swings it out to the sideline. The ball barely caught by Hazelwood, and it takes his momentum out of bounds, so it's a very quick 3 and out for the Razorbacks on offense.
Yeah, just you would think Arkansas SEC heading into this game and in 5 offensive linemen, all that have been together for over 100 starts, have started every game this season, they would be able to essentially dominate the line of scrimmage. That's the goal. Can you dominate? You're bigger, you're more physical. Right there, Liberty came out a little bit more juice to start this game on the defensive side.
Reed Bowers, one of the best punters in America. It's got a 47-yard average. It's a good one. Demario Douglas is a dangerous return man, but he calls for a fair catch inside his 30-yard line. All right, who's coming out on the field for the Liberty Flames? Now, we think Jonathan Bennett, at least last night, was going to get the nod, as Alyssa just told you a second ago. And she told you Hampton's gotten all of the reps in practice this week. And there he is. It's Bennett that will come out first. The junior from Summerville, South Carolina, has had the flu since Tuesday. He started the last 4 games, and he's won them all. He's got Day Hunter in the backfield, fakes to him and throws out to the sideline. It's caught. Dancing around is Douglas, and look at those feet. He gets right near that first down marker on the first play, and it's enough for a first.
I mean, number 3 is all over the tape. Anytime you turn on the tape at Liberty, you're like, who is that guy in the slot? Can you get him matched up against Arkansas in that secondary?
Another quick throw, and this one between traffic. Day Hunter, incomplete to him. It's second down.
Well, this is a RPO run-pass option-based offense. They want to be able to put the pressure on the quarterback, have him make the decision, whether it's pre-snap or post-snap. If he likes the number count on the outside, as we saw in the first play, they're going to take that. But going back to Douglas, what Arkansas struggled with this entire season has been receivers in the slot matched up against their nickels and safeties. They want to find creative ways to get him one-on-one.
2nd and 10. Bennett from a muddy pocket, looked like that ball was deflected by a defender. It's 3rd down. Eric Gregory got the pressure.
That's a great job defensively, and they've been mixing up their fronts the past couple weeks, and even going back to BYU, they started off the game with a 4-down defensive front. Was not working in the first half, went back to their 3-down front, so we'll see a mixture of that throughout the game.
Liberty's only 34% on 3rd down. It should be a free play here for Liberty. Throwing down the field, incomplete. Today's referee is Scott Walker.
Offside. Defense, number 42, in the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That guy's gotten to the quarterback more than anybody in the SEC this year. Drew Sanders has 6.5 sacks, and he was excited to try to get another one.
Well, he was great to start the season off, one of the best blitzing linebackers in the conference. But the problem is offenses have been going against him a little bit better now. Sliding protections to him, not getting him one-on-one opportunities. But they'll see him as right now matched up. He'll be a defensive end. See if he can get after the quarterback.
On 3rd and 5, it's Hunter to the ground. Look at that speed. And the speed simply wins the edge and moves the chains into Arkansas territory.
That's a great job on the offensive line right there. Being able to establish the line of scrimmage. And we talk about him. Drew Sanders playing a little bit defensive end, out of position there. And then you alluded to that speed for Day, just the patience, the vision, and he saw the outside. He saw the defensive end come inside and took it for the first down.
Performance last week when he went over 200 yards. It's the first for a Liberty player to go over 214 years. Goes right at the Hogs this time, gets nothing. The whistle did blow, calling the ball was dead. Forward progress had been established at the 49-yard line. Liberty is rather balanced. They've run the football more this year than Hugh Freeze has done in the past, in part because of Hunter's talent. 10 different players scored a touchdown. Bennett drops it, picks it up, and he gets tackled at the 46. Takes a huge lick from Bumper Pool, and it's 3rd down.
That's a great job having the awareness just and calmness to just pick it up, get what you can get with your legs, get to a more 3rd and manageable situation. But right now what I'm loving from Arkansas, It's just the aggressiveness, especially from the second and third level. That's something that they've been working on, getting those guys to not be afraid to get beat deep and get a little bit more nosy in the run game. And we're seeing those guys come downhill with some fury right now.
Douglas is in the slot at the bottom of your screen. Instead, Bennett swings it out. It's incomplete. Hunter dropped it. Like that ball was going forward. The side judge never blew his whistle, but the referee did, so they'll call an incompletion, 4th down.
I'll tell you one thing right now for Liberty, these first 2 possessions, one on defense and then one on offense, they're not scared. And for all the quarterback issues, you kind of say, like, man, how are they 7-1 with the rotation, the injuries, getting the flu, this, that, and the other? It's just a well-coached team, very good on offense, and see if Arkansas wakes up here on their second possession.
Aiden Alvis will try to pin the Hogs deep. Fair catch called by Bryce Stevens inside the 10-yard line. Razorbacks will start at their own 8 on homecoming, finally back in Fayetteville.
Who says you can't get everything you want? Like going for bold without going broke. And staying true to your taste while staying on budget. Who says rising costs means lowering the bar? Settling? No need. Get the brands you want, the prices you want, whenever you want. TJ Maxx, where you can always afford to be you to the max.
Where can you go for the latest must-haves and every season's nice-to-haves? Lowe's, actually. Find everything you need and more this holiday at Lowe's.
In Louisiana, Tony Chachere's is always part of the holidays. Our injectable marinade on the inside and our famous Creole seasoning on the outside always makes a great tasting turkey worth passing around. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
Walgreens Find Rx coverage is here to make Medicare easy. Even easier than those dances your grandkids love doing with you. Start Medicare shopping today with Walgreens Find Rx coverage. Plus, find low-cost copays. When you need to talk Medicare, Walgreens is here. Walgreens.
With Jiffy Lube Multi-Care, it's our job to keep you moving. With a full range of services from oil changes and tires to brakes, batteries, and more, we've got what your car needs right when you need it. So you're ready for whatever's next. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy.
Arrowhead, the 100% mountain spring water, fueled by nature.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
No score in Fayetteville. Hogs are 5-3. Started out like gangbusters, beat Cincinnati. The Gamecocks had that wild one against Bobby Petrino and Missouri State, but then KJ got hurt. They had the crazy miss against A&M with the field goal, lost to Alabama. KJ missed the Mississippi State game, but since he's returned, they've started looking like that top 25 team again.
Well, he's one of the best quarterbacks in this conference, one of the best quarterbacks in the country. So, yeah, you're going to miss him. So it's good to see him healthy heading into this game this afternoon.
Moving laterally is Sanders, and Sanders has negative yards rushing so far in the game. Kendi Charles meets him in the backfield. That's a loss of 3.
Yeah, a little flabbergasted right now by this offensive line. 131 starts right now for Arkansas up front. This unit's been together all year, and right now they're getting pushed around.
2nd and 13, Jefferson from his own end zone. Throws it up, and it's caught by Landers. Beat the cornerback for the football, Chris Megginson. And Landers wakes up the Razorback fans out at the 40-yard line.
Well, you love the size of Landers on the outside, and you want to go one-on-one. You want to be able to stop the run and play single high safety. Well, great stutter and go by number 3 on the outside.
And again, Sanders gets it and doesn't get anything. Might have lost half a yard on the play after the 36-yard completion on the previous play to Landers. Terrell Johnson's been in the backfield a couple of times for Liberty so far. 2nd and 10. Jefferson goes through the whole tree, and now he goes down. He's back at the 30. Kendi Charles got him.
It's a great pressure, nickel pressure off the edge, and just no one open. And for a quarterback, you just can't hold the ball that long. The offensive line's already been struggling in run protection. Right there, you can't ask them to protect for 5 seconds against a defense that's had 13 sacks in the past 3 games. They've done a great job getting after the quarterback.
Defensive coordinator Josh Aldridge watching on, and his team has been terrific on 1st and 2nd down defense so far. Jefferson on 3rd down, it's the underneath throw, and it's caught by Hazelwood. But he's well short of the 1st down. It's a pickup of 12, but again, the Razorbacks will have to punt.
Right now, they just got to wake up on offense. Someone needs to go start smacking some offensive linemen around and get them going right now, because they should not be getting dominated like this against Liberty early on in this game. And, you know, it's homecoming. And I think they need to remember, too, this is a 7-1 Liberty team. This team is ranked inside the top 25. This is not a cakewalk by any means.
Flames are number 23 in the Associated Press poll. Finished in the top 20 2 years ago. Coach Freeze' team with another great year. Bauer, another terrific punt. Kicking away from Douglas. Bounces at the 12, and it's downed at the 13-yard line. What will Hugh Freeze do in the future? We'll talk about that coming up next.
When I was younger, I played make-believe. Now when I close my eyes, I just fall asleep. Dream on, to infinity and far beyond. Maybe they'll take you fabulous places. Maybe you'll wake up right where you belong. But dream on.
There's a saying in Louisiana that's been handed down for generations. Pass a good time. It means whenever friends and family get together, good times and good food is definitely on the table. Tony Chachere's famous Creole seasoning has always been part of that celebration. Whether it's in the kitchen or at the table, it adds authentic Louisiana flavor to your favorite foods and smiles to your favorite faces. So remember to pass a good time, and the Tony Chachere's. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
Who says you can't get everything you want? Like going for bold without going broke. And staying true to your taste while staying on budget. Who says rising costs means lowering the bar? Settling? No need. Get the brands you want, the prices you want, whenever you want. TJ Maxx, where you can always afford to be you to the max.
With Jiffy Lube Multi-Care, it's our job to keep you moving. With a full range of services from oil changes and tires to brakes, batteries, and more, we've got what your car needs right when you need it, so you're ready for whatever's next. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy.
I save my shrimp tails in jars under my bed.
You don't need to get that personal to get the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It just helps you create an affordable price.
Oh.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
That's the 53-year-old head coach of the Flames. Hugh Freeze was at Ole Miss for 5 years. He's 33-12 at Liberty. Gone to a bowl game and won one each of his first 3 years, which is why his name is coming up for all these jobs. Auburn just got rid of Brian Harsin. You see Hugh Freeze's name on the list of potential candidates. He did just sign a contract extension, Aaron. He's the highest paid coach outside the Power Five.
Well, he loves where he's at, and he reiterated that to us last night during our meetings. Like, man, I love where I'm at. My wife loves it here. My daughter's my assistant. Like, there's a lot of good stuff going on there, winning football games. I thought you brought a good point up, too. The fact that the playoff is going to be expanded here in the next couple of years, most likely a chance for a group of 5 team, like we saw last year with Cincinnati, to get in the playoffs going forward. And he's positioning himself really well right now, if he does stay, to have this team in a spot where they can compete to be in the playoffs year in and year out. So we'll see. Is he a great coach? Does he deserve the recognition? Heck yeah. He do a great job at Auburn, but I think he's in a win-win situation right now if he stays or if he leaves. And he brought up too, like, hey, they have to want me. There's some other good coaches for going up for that job, possibly with Kiffin and Dion possibly as well. So we'll see how it all shakes out here probably the next month or so.
You said it. He really, truly loves where he's at. So it's a win-win no matter how this shakes out for Freeze. I know Liberty fans would love to see him stick around. His team is pinned back. They had a holding penalty on that punt, and they hand it off to Hunter, and he gets up to the 10-yard line. Our 1st and 10 line is brought to you today by T-Mobile. Good to have that yellow line in there. Got to get past the 17-yard line, just past that mark at the moment in order to move the chains. Hunter getting 3 yards. It's now 2nd and 7. Again, straight up the gut, and he gets ahead to the 14-yard line, and that's it. It'll be 3rd and short. What are you looking for here, Aaron?
Well, I'm looking for more pressure from Arkansas. I'm looking for these safeties to get downhill, especially a guy like Hudson Clark, who's kind of been all over the place.
3rd straight handoff to Hunter. Extra effort. It got it. Landon Jackson made the tackle, but Hunter falls forward to the 19-yard line.
We were not sure exactly what kind of tempo we would see from this offense. The goal was, hey, can we stay on the field? Can we keep our defense off the field? So at times we were going to go fast, sometimes we were going to go slow. Great job right there by Hugh Freeze going up tempo. You saw Arkansas running around, enable them to get the first down on the ground. This is what they like, though. They wanted to come in these empty sets.
Bennett, plenty of time, and it was deflected.
Well, they should be happy he got deflected, too. Great job getting the big hand up there from Terry Hampton, but safety actually jumped that dig route on the backside. Would have been an easy interception. It's one of those where you're not too upset if you're a quarterback getting back to the huddle. But going back to the empty formation, they want to get empty and actually get Shedro Lewis out there, who played some slot receiver beginning his career. See if they can get these matchups on the secondary and take advantage of them down the field.
Lewis on the field right now, standing next to Bennett. He keeps it himself against his body, and the miscommunication with his receiver throws it into the Liberty bench.
Well, that's a good job by Miles Slusher, number 2, playing the nickel position. One-on-one with Douglas. That's a matchup you want on the offense, but great job staying on top, forcing Douglas to cut his route a little bit short. This opportunity for Arkansas. They've struggled as of late getting after the quarterback. Started the season off with a bunch of sacks, only 4 of the last 4 games. Can they find a way, especially get Drew Sanders matched up against someone?
Here come the Hogs. They pick up the blitz. An underneath throw is well short of the first down, up to the 25 to Jerome Jackson. And the Hogs will force a Liberty punt.
Well, that's Mr. Reliable, Hudson Clark, number 17. You've seen him all over the place. He splits practice reps between corner and safety, but they like him more as a middle third safety. Ability to read the quarterback and then come downhill to make tackles like that.
Alvis coming onto the field, attempting his 2nd punt. Bryce Stevens, the redshirt freshman back there. Another terrific punt by Alvis. Stevens doesn't call for the fair catch, and he's lucky to hang on to this football back at the 25-yard line. Good tackle made by the Flames. No score in Fayetteville.
In Louisiana, Tony Chachere's is always part of the holidays. Our injectable marinade on the inside and our famous Creole seasoning on the outside always makes a great tasting turkey worth passing around. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
Grandma!
Walgreens Find Rx coverage is here to make Medicare easy. Even easier than those dances your grandkids love doing with you. Start Medicare shopping today with Walgreens Find Rx coverage. Plus, find low-cost copays. When you need to talk Medicare, Walgreens is here. Walgreens.
There's never been a better time to get away. With a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry in to get our best deals of the season. Get in and get away.
Get 0% APR financing plus 0 payments for 90 days on select vehicles. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Spicy buns, spicy sauce, spicy seasoning, spicy jalapenos, ooh, spicy fries. Boy, Arby's getting loose with the spice on the new Diablo sandwiches and fries. Arby's, we have the meats.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramount Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramount Health. Care first.
Dorian O'Kay in studio. It has gotten interesting in Athens. All right, so Tennessee inside their own 2-yard line. Hendon Hooker hit. Ball comes loose. They look at it. Offensive lineman recovers. It ends up being fumbled to the half-yard line. They call it, well, the play stands. So Tennessee's got a punt. First play for Georgia, Stetson Bennett to Ladd McConkey. Dogs up to 11.
How about that? And now we almost had an interception here as Chris Megginson almost picked that off, but he did not get a foot down. He's out of bounds. Second down.
This is a ball-hawking defense. 18 turnovers this season, 11 interceptions. You got to be careful if you're KJ. Throwing that thing up back there.
And Arkansas continues to get stuffed at Thackeray with the stop for a loss of 2. The Razorbacks have minus 15 yards rushing in the first quarter.
If you would have told me that to start this game or last night during our meetings, our production meetings at Arkansas would have negative yards rushing through 3 possessions right now, I would have called you crazy. This is one of the best rushing attacks in the country, and right now they are getting pushed backwards at the offensive line spot.
They average 244 per game. Going the wrong way here. That ball is thrown into traffic and it's incomplete. He was looking for Thompson, but Thompson had a couple of defenders on him, and again, Liberty forces a punt.
Well, Thompson needs to catch this football. Great route, ball's thrown on time. You see a little bit slipping, which I'm sure threw him off, but that's a ball that as a quarterback, you're taught throw at the back of his head. As soon as he turns around, he needs to expect the ball to be right there. KJ did his job. You need to catch that in crunch time.
Sam Pittman is fired up with his football team, trying to wake them up as Bowers punting for the 3rd time here in the first quarter. Douglas standing at his own 30. This one's returnable if it gets a bounce, but instead, the Razorbacks down it at the 31-yard line. No score with 5:30 to go in the first quarter.
Wherever fun happens, Academy Sports and Outdoors is there.
Flames come back onto the field, no score. Almost 10 minutes into the game. There's Bumper Poole, legendary Razorback, all-time leading tackler. Playing in his 53rd career game today for Arkansas, and homecoming once again. It's Hunter going laterally, and Drew Sanders in the backfield. It's a tackle for loss.
I tell you what, over the past few seasons, Arkansas's almost been like linebacker U. It's just so much fun to watch these guys, especially in this 3-2 front. The way they get after the passer, the way they're able to make TFLs in the backfield. And Drew, it's amazing. The transfer in was not even a starter at his previous schools. Now come in there and been one of the best linebackers in the conference this season so far.
2nd and 12. Bennett looking for Douglas, got him. Past the 35 and up to the 37, maybe the 38, where Blair pushes him out. Aaron, you told Coach Freeze last night you wish you could have thrown balls to Demario Douglas. Why?
I love a good slot receiver. It's just the crispness of his routes and the definition of them. And that's what you always judge a receiver, like how clean of a route can you run to declare, to essentially the depth to your quarterback, and how friendly is it? And he's a very friendly route runner. The quickness, the speed. He has the full package. He's a lot of fun to watch. And like I said earlier, the struggles for this team on defense for Arkansas has been their secondary, has been their safeties, their nickels. And that's exactly the position he plays in the slot to go after them.
He's the middle player at the top of your screen. Bennett goes down. Nothing happening down the field, and Dominic makes him pay. Jordan Dominic just matched Drew Sanders for the most sacks in the SEC. He's got 6.5.
Well, that's a coverage sack in the back end. Quarterback should have been working to the left side. He works right. No one's open. Too late by the time he gets to the left side of the field. And coverage sack. And then the tenacity of the defense to get after him. Yeah, I don't know why his eyes brought him to the bottom of the field. You have 2-on-1 on a single receiver. You need to be working up top.
Hogs almost got to that one. Alvis somehow gets it out of there. And Liberty will down it near the 25-yard line. Alyssa, what's going on with those Hog offensive linemen so far?
After the last two possession guys, that entire group has really been getting it handed to them, not only by offensive line coach Cody Kennedy, but then Sam Pittman walked over after that last offensive possession as well, basically getting in these guys' faces saying they are doing nothing that we haven't seen or prepared for this week. They're not happy because they're straight up getting out physicaled at this point. There's nobody worse to get your offensive line out physicaled than Sam Pittman being your head coach. He's the last one who wants to see that.
Jefferson, they go right back at the, but in the A gap, if you will, between Stromberg and Latham to pick up a few. That's the best run they've had. That's a 3-yard gain.
What's crazy, so Liberty likes to, they've only done a four down front defensively, but they like to get to a bare front. So essentially, it's a one-on-one, and they do that versus bigger offensive lines because they feel like they don't want to get double teamed, but they're not going to have to get into a bare front the way they're playing right now.
Sanders goes laterally, and he's going to lose yards again. Nowhere to go, and Mike Smith tackles him back at the 23-yard line. That is the 5th tackle for loss for Liberty so far.
And this is a big issue for Arkansas because Liberty likes to play too high. They like to play shell coverage, which helps your corners on the back end. But it also makes you vulnerable against the run. But if they're stopping the run with 6 guys in the box, they can continue to have support and help with those safeties over the top. So this is not obviously a position that Arkansas wants to be in. They're a team that's used to being in 3rd and 5 and manageable.
Instead, it's 3rd and 12 for Jefferson. He'll step up, dump it off underneath. But running out of bounds is Thompson just past the 30 at the 31. And Reed Bauer will come onto the field for a 4th time in the first quarter.
Well, this pass rush, just this defensive line in general for Liberty, 30 sacks this season, 31 actually with the one they've had in this game, and they are just, we can't say it enough here in the first quarter, they are dictating the tempo and putting Arkansas in unfavorable situations, possession after possession here early on in the game.
Bauer's had only 7 punts on the year coming into today. He's already got 4 in this one. And that one's blocked. It'll be downed at the 41, but a Corey Jones came in there and got a piece of it.
I mean, this is by far the worst start you can imagine. May have gone off his own player, actually, number 67.
Josh Street.
No, defender got a finger on it. But Sam Pittman, calm. Kids love him. But everyone has a tipping point right now. And I think right now, the way the offensive line's playing, he's getting to that tipping point possibly on the sidelines.
Shedro Lewis in the backfield with Bennett. Bennett has Douglas wide open. There he is to make the catch inside the 30. You saw it coming, Aaron.
Yeah, Chavis, who's back from injury, number 4, going to go one-on-one with the top receiver, and it's just an out and up, a quick 5-yard. You're going to fake the Omaha, and Chavis bites on it. That's when you want to run it.
Inside the 30, then they get Hunter going, and he gets inside the 25 down to the 23 where Blair makes the tackle. And this is what Hugh Freeze did so well at Ole Miss. After you get the big play, you go as quick as humanly possible. Bennett, one-on-one ball, incomplete. No flags down on the play. Snead covered up by McLaughlin.
That's great coverage on the back end. One-on-one. Like the decision, RPO, you're going to take that shot down the field. Just better defense. It's a big play for Arkansas on the defense side of the football. You give up the big explosive play through the air. You talk about what Hugh Freeze does the best. As soon as he feels you reeling a little bit, he comes with a dagger. They're able to calm down. Because when you want some pressure, they're going to bring it.
Keeping it himself is Bennett, and he'll run for the first down. Down near the 16-yard line.
Man, just a lot of bodies. You see Arkansas bringing pressure from both sides, essentially selling out on the blitz right there. The interior offensive line did a great job giving the quarterback just enough little space for him to squeeze through to get the first down.
Barry Odom, the defensive coordinator, his 3rd season here in Fayetteville, of course, was the head coach at Mizzou. His defense has been good against the run, but it's against the pass where they've struggled. 13th in the SEC. There's a passing play for Liberty here. Bennett across the middle. It's a touchdown. Perfect strike to Frith.
And that was an absolute dagger by Bennett. All you guys double post. You're going to read the inside post first. He takes the underneath coverage. And then a great route on the outside from Frith. Does a great job of extending the corner to the outside and then breaking it across his face. And then the big receiver hauls it in for the touchdown, but an absolute dart from Bennett. 2 great throws and then the conversion with his legs there on the 3rd down.
Nick Brown makes it 7-0 Liberty. Strikes first. Jonathan Bennett, the 3rd string quarterback for the Liberty Flames, who's been sick all week with the flu, just threw a perfect strike to Noah Frith.
Just look at the route. Great job getting vertical. So many receivers, when they beat the DB off the line of scrimmage, they then rush the route. They get too excited. Oh, I won. Let me get there now. No. Still run your route. Get vertical, and then boom, you break it to the post right afterwards. That is picture perfect route running to be able to get the touchdown.
You ever have a week, Aaron, where you were under the weather, couldn't go out and practice all week long, and then played in a game like Bennett is doing here?
I've never had a Michael Jordan flu-esque moment. Obviously, he doesn't have the flu today, so I don't want to compare him to MJ, the GOAT. But no, I've had 1 or 2 games where I was injured, didn't practice, and then came and played in the game, yes. So, listen, the good thing, it's week 8, 9, 9th game of the season for them and not the first game. So he's had reps, he knows what he's doing. The one issue heading into this game was, Arkansas has been so multiple in defense this year that you want to be able to rep going against a 3 down front, a 4 down front, the checks. But right now, not really phasing him.
Jason Stricker will kick it deep to A.J. Green. And Green is coming out. Doesn't even get to the 15-yard line where the Razorbacks will start on offense. Later tonight, we finished our College Football Saturday with our primetime matchup from Nashville. Vanderbilt hosts South Carolina at 7:30 Eastern here on SEC Network and the ESPN app. Gamecocks have won 13 straight in the series, but only won 21-20, winning with 37 seconds left in Columbia. Last year, Bear picked Vandy on College Game Day today. A.J. Swan has had a good year as he's become the starting quarterback for the Commodores. Last 5 games he's been in there. See what the Razorbacks can do. Can they get this offense going? Out, it's incomplete, throwing over Keytron Jackson's head. It's second down. Sam Pittman, Aaron, is 17-14 in Fayetteville, 31 games. He said there's been 2 times in 31 games he's put his second team in the game, meaning 29 of the 31 games have been competitive, including this one today.
They're building, though. Like you would expect that. This isn't, they're not at that stage yet where they feel like they can just dominate teams like Liberty. He's a good football team.
A.J. Green comes into the game. The change of pace, running back, and finally the Hogs get something on the ground. That's a pickup of 20 as we go to the second quarter. It's homecoming on the hill, and one of the 25 best teams in the country, the Liberty Flames, are giving the Razorbacks a scare. 7-0. They're in front.
In studio, time for Worth a Watch, brought to you by Principal. It is one-sided to say the least. The third-ranked Dogs don't like that little 3. They want that number 1. Stetson Bennett to Marcus Rosemy, Jack Saint. It is 21-3 over Tennessee.
Well, like you said, Dari, this would be the game, right? The competitive game. But here come the Razorbacks. 2 consecutive very good runs by A.J. Green. And it's another first down run near midfield.
And just caught the defense in the perfect situation. You see the defensive line stunting to the inside. You get the outside run called.
Green this time is going backwards. For the 6th time in the first half. Liberty gets to an Arkansas running back in the backfield. Javon Scruggs got Green down, 2nd and 12.
Well, we talked about the open, KJ being a little bit banged up this season. We haven't seen a lot of him running the football of late, and only one time in this game. I mean, he's a huge factor in the run game that can open it up.
2nd and 12. Jefferson pumps, doesn't like what he sees down the field, tries to thread the needle, and it's lucky he'll get this one back. Akil Washington got a hand on it.
And just nothing open down the field. I mean, we have to give credit. We talk about the defensive line for Liberty and how they've made their stamp on this game early on, but the DBs have done just as well. Over and over again, it's been a few times we've said that, hey, if they're just blanketed on the backside, no one's open.
Hogs are 0 for 4 on 3rd down. Came in at 50%, but been 3rd and long. Their first 4 times. Jefferson still doesn't see anything open. He'll take off, and he's out of bounds at the 48 where Scruggs pushes him out. It's once again 4th down for the Razorbacks.
I'd punt the ball here. I mean, your offense has not shown you enough, in my opinion, to feel confident about going forward in this situation. So, hey, Sam maybe feels a little bit of urgency, like, hey, we got to get some kind of excitement going, but they haven't been converting 3rd downs, and now you're going to tell me all of a sudden a 4th and longer situation.
And they're only 5 of 12 on 4th down this year, and this is a 4th and 5.5. Got to get it past the 42. Jefferson throws behind his receiver, incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Keytron Jackson running too fast for that football.
Yeah, I didn't like the decision. Obviously, inaccurate throw from KJ. And right now, the Liberty Flames up 7-0. They're a big stop on defense. Get the ball right back. See if they can capitalize on it.
In Louisiana, Tony Chachere's is always part of the holidays. Our injectable marinade on the inside and our famous Creole seasoning on the outside always makes a great tasting turkey worth passing around. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
It shouldn't take a storm of biblical proportions to find out who you can count on. It shouldn't take a 4-foot diameter oak tree in your kitchen to find out who you can trust. It shouldn't take the worst to bring out our best. But sometimes it does. And that's the silver lining.
Want to keep it real? Clairol Nice and Easy with True Tone technology. Hair color full of natural-looking tones and highlights unique to your hair. Nice and easy from Clairol. It's so you.
For too long, spicy fast food has been anything but. No more. Spice Nirvana awaits at Arby's. Just say, I'll have a Diablo sandwich and loaded fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
At Marshall's, our buyers search far and wide for the best deals on the brands you love. They also search near and narrow. But people don't really say that. We get the deals, you get the good stuff. Marshall's.
Dove invited women who wanted their damaged hair trimmed.
Yes, I need a trim.
I just want to be able to cut the damage.
We tried Dove instead. So, still need that trim?
Oh my gosh! I'm actually shocked. I don't need a haircut.
Don't trim daily damage. Stop it with Dove.
This is the reason for the season. And this, and this, and this. This is a time for joy. So forget the compromise. Because at HomeGoods, you can spend less and find all your heart desires on every shelf all season long. There are more gifts to give, more decor to deck the halls, and more to make you the host with the most again and again. Because your favorite things about this season don't cost a fortune. They're found. HomeGoods. Go finding.
Liberty has the lead with the football. 13:46 to go in the second quarter. Third string quarterback Jonathan Bennett leading them on a touchdown drive the last time they possessed the football. This is a handoff to Hunter, and Day-Day gets loose inside the 45, down inside the 43. How about this scoring drive, Aaron?
Yeah, I mean, great job of Bennett throwing the ball down the field, taking a shot with Douglas on the double move. And then third and short situation, Arkansas brings a full-out pressure. He's able to convert it. And then a beautifully run post route by Frith on the outside. Just well executed, mixing up tempos, speeds, running plays, the RPOs, and obviously some beautiful route running on the outside with those receivers for Liberty to be able to get in the end zone. And right now, a big thing with Bennett is just taking care of the football. He's had some issues with turnovers. If he takes care of it, not too shabby.
On a 1st and 10, he'll load up and throw, and this ball is caught inside the 35 by Trayon Sibley. Liberty's the only team in the country has a winning record that has had to use 3 different starting quarterbacks this year. Charlie Brewer only played a couple series before that, had that hand injury and had to have surgery. There he is. He warmed up today and looked good in warm-ups. He has told Coach Freeze, I'm ready, man. Hughes like, let's give it another week or two. Caden Salter started games 2, 3, and 4. He played well. Then he got injured. He's a couple weeks away from being available for Coach Freeze again, but Jonathan Bennett doing the job at the moment, driving on the Razorbacks again. 2nd and 1, first down run by Hunter. Gets enough to move the chains.
And I love the tempo mix-up, too. You know, we saw the previous drive, the big play. Day-Day limps off a little bit. Hopefully he's okay. But the big play, you go tempo, able to get in the end zone. And right now, you got to be feeling pretty good if you're Hugh Freeze. Your defense has really dominated this first half so far. Your offense has the ball in plus territory. Now you see him kind of take the pressure off a little bit, take the gas off after that first down.
Hunter out, Shedro Lewis is in, and instead Bennett pulls it away from him, keeps it, and gets a first down run inside the 20. Tavius Brini had a chance to make that tackle and couldn't. It's an 11-yard pickup, Alyssa.
As you're talking about how Jonathan Bennett has stepped into this starting role, it's something that has been a long time coming, really, for Jonathan. You know, when he got to Liberty, he suffered a freak knee injury when he was a freshman. He ends up getting sidelined for the rest of the year. Then the following season, Malik Willis is named the starter. He talked about how that journey made him such a better teammate how much of a leader he is for this team. Hugh Freeze telling us that he is one of the best leaders, not only for this offense, but for this Flame squad.
He's got a 1st and 10 near the 20-yard line. He's going to throw to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! It's Douglas wide open.
Hey, he made Hudson Clark look silly in the back end. He ran full speed. He put the brakes on about 2 yards inside the end zone. But, I mean, if you give him that kind of running room out of safety, look at the separation he got. Essentially, it's a back shoulder fade from an inside slot, one-on-one with Clark, and he pushes him so hard vertically, Clark has to turn his hips, and from there, it's an easy pitch and catch to the back shoulder for another touchdown.
College football fans alert in Fayetteville. Liberty leads Arkansas 14-0 with 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. It's Jonathan Bennett once again, Aaron.
Yeah, Bennett has been doing it all, running the ball, and then with his arm, giving his receivers opportunities in the end zone.
There's a saying in Louisiana that's been handed down for generations. Pass a good time. It means whenever friends and family get together, good times and good food is definitely on the table. Tony Chachere's famous Creole seasoning has always been part of that celebration. Whether it's in the kitchen or at the table, it adds authentic Louisiana flavor to your favorite foods and smiles to your favorite faces. So remember to pass a good time and the Tony Chachere's. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
The MDX Type S, a new era of premium performance.
You done yet? It's 2 a.m. Why are you still scrolling through videos? You're not paying me overtime here. If you really want to see something new, why not change those shades that have been broken for the past 2 years? Let's tap the Thumbtack app, and in a matter of seconds, we'll find a pro to install new shades.
Okay.
With Thumbtack, you can easily find top-rated professionals for every home project.
Thumbtack, the easy way to care for your home.
When you start with better ingredients, better pizza, you also get better papadillas, better cheese sticks, better yummy this, and better tasty that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. Get any two or more for just $6.99 each. That's Papa John's.
Come on, Cover Girls. It's time to turn it up.
Exhibitionist Stretch and Strengthen Mascara. It's an instant lash extension effect.
The best mascara I have ever used.
Exhibitionist Mascara from CoverGirl.
Liberty leads 14-0 against the Razorbacks here in Fayetteville. How about that meal we had last night, Mr. Murray?
SEC Eats on the town at Hugo's last night, and what Liberty's doing to Arkansas is what you did to that hamburger last night, Taylor. Devoured it in 3 seconds. I looked up, I'm eating my salad, I'm trying to be good, and you were just wolfing down
grilled onions,
that hamburger. I mean, and fries too. I mean, every 2 seconds you're like reaching over me, getting more fries out of the basket. No fries left for me. Really good though. Big shout out to Hugo's.
I can't believe Alyssa Lang ate a salad last night. I don't know what to say about it. She's usually my girl. She makes everybody talks about how much respect they have for her orders.
Well, I had a Caniac combo about 2 hours before that.
It's true, you did. Chicken fingers here in Fayetteville that are legendary. This Arkansas offense needs to wake up, Aaron. It has really been rough so far. They started with minus 16 yards in their first couple of drives. Now, they did move the football with A.J. Green and tailback last time, but still just 38 total yards on that drive, and they have 79 for the game.
Listen, it's a long game. We still got a long time to go. So, I don't want to freak out just yet if I'm Arkansas fans. Get back to what you're doing. I would like to see KJ get involved in the run game a little bit, too. Maybe some zone reads, see if he can get some pulls and get going. But he also looks a little bit banged up throwing the football.
Sanders fake to him. Instead, it's Landers, and Landers gets up to the 30. It's a pickup of 5 yards. Hogs have struggled mightily. Make that Hazelwood, excuse me, that makes the catch. The Hogs have struggled mightily on first down. 5 yards is a lot better than losing yards on the first play.
Well, this is an offense that needs to stay in rhythm and ahead of the chains. And
2nd and 5, they again go backwards. Trayshawn Clark back after the injury with another tackle for loss.
Hey, listen, I think this is surprising a lot of people right now as you watch it, and honestly, me too. And I was kind of harping on the first quarter, like, hey, you're Arkansas, you're bigger, you're stronger, you've all these returning starters, you should not be getting bullied. But this is a Liberty defensive line that, if you've watched all season long, has done the job, has answered the bell against the run, and 30+ sacks this season.
So Kendall Browse, offensive coordinator, in shock. He likes seeing that, but then the ball was dropped. They say it's a catch by Thompson. The ground caused the fumble. First down, Arkansas. They want to go fast here so that nobody takes a look at this and they get it off. It doesn't get anything as Amarian Williams is in the backfield on Sanders.
I like the call, though. I do think that is a catch. Made a couple steps. The ground caused the ball to come out, so I'm fine with the call there from the refs. But once again, just same issues. I mean, first down, inefficiencies for this offense.
Sanders gets a little up to the 45-yard line. Kendi Charles on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Sanders has 9 carries for -5 yards in the game.
Now, would you expect from the running back that's leading the SEC this season, over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns? Right now, you just need the first down. Like, you got to stay on the field. I mean, at the moment, Liberty's well rested on defense. They're feeling good. They're confident. Can you get into plus territory? Can you get a first down? Can you just stay on the field and give your defense a little bit, and give them a little bit of a breather too?
It's 3rd and 7 for KJ in this offense. Jefferson. It's deflected at the line. It'll be 4th down.
That's a great job. Once again, this defense line making a move. Then hit Warren Thompson across the middle, one-on-one dig route. Would have loved seeing KJ throw the ball just a hair earlier. May have prevented the defensive lineman from getting his hands up to knock it away.
It's Dre Butler, the Auburn transfer that came in there, got his paw on it, and it's Reed Bauer punting for the 5th time. Remember, the one time he didn't punt, Arkansas turned it over on downs.
Last punt, too, was blocked.
This time they cover up. And this ball by Bauer stops at the 1, but it looks like they are going to down it there at the 1. Nope, they say it's a touchback. Each official had a different call, but one overruled the other. And Arkansas punts it into the end zone. Liberty gets it at the 20. Up 2 touchdowns on the homestanding Razorbacks.
In Louisiana, Tony Chachere's is always part of the holidays. Our injectable marinade on the inside and our famous Creole seasoning on the outside always makes a great tasting turkey worth passing around. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
You like it natural? So does Clairol Natural Instincts Color. With coconut oil and aloe vera. No ammonia ever, so it always plays nice with your hair. Natural Instincts from Clairol. It's so you.
With Sonic's 2 for $5 menu, you get 2 delicious things for only $5. How will you know which 2 to choose? Don't ask us. That's a rhetorical question. And everyone knows 2 for $5 is better than 1. Which is helpful if you struggle with decision making. The Sonic 2 for $5 menu.
Sonic.
Okay, Jake from State Farm, I really want that personal price plan, so here it goes. I like to smell my beard.
What?
Especially after a good meal.
Hey, you don't need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Put the beard down. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Fair, freckled, or melanated, we are appreciated. Ultra hydrated, glazed, and glowing. Confidence overflowing. New Vaseline lotions, 90% more moisture for my one-of-a-kind skin. And there's no other skin I want to be in.
Conventional thinking would say Verizon has the largest and fastest 5G network, but they don't. They only cover select cities with 5G. So for me, and the hundreds of drivers in my fleet, staying connected, cutting downtime, and delivering on time depends on T-Mobile 5G. And with coverage of over 96% of interstate highway miles, they've got us covered.
Unconventional thinking delivers 4 times the 5G coverage of Verizon, and it's ready right now. T-Mobile for Business.
You can't really ignore sensitivity nor your gum issues. I would say it's very common for patients to have both. Does it worry me? Absolutely. What excited me about Sensodyne sensitivity and gum is it really allows you to be able to take care of both issues. There's no question it's something that I would recommend.
Back here in Fayetteville, Arkansas, Liberty with a 14-0 lead over the Hogs. This is a Liberty team that just cracked the AP Top 25 over the last week. We talked to coaches. They said, obviously, it's exciting, but it's the end of the year that matters. 2020 was the first time ever that Liberty was ranked. It was the end of the year that Hugh Freeze put that up in his office. It's what counts at the end of the season, guys.
That's right. Bennett gets out of there, escapes the pressure at least momentarily, but gets tripped up by Bumper Pool. It will be a loss on the play. Freeze now going into his 4th year. This is the 6th time he's coached against Arkansas. He was 2-3. He was head coach at Ole Miss. Of course, the most memorable of those 5 games had to be the Henry Heave, right? When Ole Miss lost to Arkansas in that incredible, improbable Henry Heave in Oxford. And his Ole Miss Rebels would have won the SEC that year, at least the SEC West that year, had that play not happened. Again, they pressure Bennett, and he's going down at the 18. Drew Sanders leads the SEC with his 7.5 sack.
Well, he got his one-on-one with the running back in the backfield. And actually, Lewis did a great job of knocking him down. But back end, no one's open, and we talk about the relentless pressure. Hey, shed the running back, continue to drive, continue to move, be able to get after the quarterback. I started to see that pass rush for Arkansas come alive here in this football game.
3rd and 12.
And they're bringing him again. Both linebackers looks like I would too. I mean, your best pass rusher, it's not your DN, it's not your D tackle, it's your linebacker, Drew Sanders. This is when he eats.
Here they come. A handoff on 3rd and 12, and Hunter, make that Lewis rather, that runs up to the 23-yard line where Slusher makes the tackle, and the Razorbacks defense gets a 3-and-out.
Hopefully get some good field position for their offense too. See if they can get something going here as we get closer and closer to the end of the 2nd quarter. Would love to get a drive, get some points, start feeling good about yourself on offense.
As Alf is punting. Stevens standing at his own 36. Arkansas with just 24 yards rushing so far in the game. One of the best rushing teams in the country. And a late fair catch signal by Stevens. And the Razorbacks offense will come back onto the field searching for something, down 2 touchdowns.
When I was younger, I played make-believe. Now when I close my eyes, I just fall asleep. Dream on, to infinity and far beyond. Maybe they'll take you fabulous places. Maybe you'll wake up right where you belong. But dream on.
In Louisiana, Tony Chachere's is always part of the holidays. Our injectable marinade on the inside and our famous Creole seasoning on the outside always makes a great tasting turkey worth passing around. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
I'll be back in a sec.
We can't wait forever.
nacho fries.
Made with Mexican spices. Made for nacho cheese sauce. Only at Taco Bell.
Thanks.
Jake from State Farm, I really need to know.
Go spicy or go home, right?
What? No. What if I'm not sure I have the right coverage for my car?
Oh, your agent can help me make sure it's just what you need.
What if I accidentally hit a food truck and it gets covered in empanadas?
You can file a claim on the app. At State Farm, we're there for your what-ifs.
Thanks.
Oh.
That is too spicy. That's for you.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Give your business an advantage right now with nationwide 5G from T-Mobile for Business. Unlock new insights and efficiency with leading ultra-capacity 5G coverage. T-Mobile for Business has 5G that's ready right now.
During Walmart's Black Friday Deals for Days, every Monday is a huge deal. Get a $79 HP Chromebook, plus other hot deals. Join Walmart Plus and you can shop online 7 hours early. Head to Walmart's Black Friday Deals for Days.
Because your lives are forever entwined.
Darling, please be mine.
Love entwined. Exclusively at Kay.
Well, it's been the struggle bus for Arkansas Razorbacks on offense today. Inability to get going on first and second down. The offensive line has dominated. Bad route running and drops on the outside. But really, it's a story of this defensive line for Liberty reestablishing the line of scrimmage over and over again. And for Arkansas, one of the best rushing offenses in the country, have not found a way to get going at all here in the first half.
We got flags before this ball is snapped.
All-star, offense, number 51, 5-yard penalty, first down.
And maybe that's the biggest story or surprise so far, Aaron, is the offensive line not being able to get any pressure and establish the line of scrimmage for those running backs.
No, and once again, Liberty has not had to go into a bare front to slow down the run, just a normal 4-down front.
First and 15, there's Raheem Sanders. The Rocket gets up to the 36-yard line as Treadwell makes the tackle.
That's what they want to do, the zone running scheme, but great job. You see the center, Strongbird right there, getting the double team and getting to the second level.
And here he goes again. It's a first down run after picking up 12. He gets up to the 46-yard line. Razorback offense starting to get into groove, moving quickly.
Capitalize on the momentum right now, and your offensive line finding a way to finally get through some of these double teams to the second level, get to those linebackers.
Third straight play and a third straight great one. Sanders breaks it and breaks tackles inside the 30.
The three-man combos up front by both guards and center. Working the double teams was absolutely tremendous, and then you see the left guard being able to get right up to the linebacker. Finally looked like these guys are communicating and working in unison, those front five for Arkansas.
That Brady Latham that you referenced, the left guard, might be the best of those five Razorback big men up front. Sanders goes out, Green comes in, Jefferson wants to throw to the end zone, and it's incomplete. No, it's picked off. It's Dejon Anthony. The ball went through Trey Knox's hands and ended up in Anthony's arms.
And just miscommunication from the receivers for Arkansas. Both receivers were right in the same area. Looked like they didn't know what they were doing. You see both receivers right there. And then needs to be caught. I mean, just straight up, we showed the mistakes coming out of the commercial break of dropped, or at least one dropped opportunity. Great job defensively, able to nick it a little bit. Heck of a play on that side. That's a 12th interception for this defense this season.
Some bad luck for KJ Jefferson. His first interception in 128 attempts. Last time he threw a pick was against Missouri State on September 17th. And it's Lewis going straight ahead up to the 24-yard line. Now, speaking of that Missouri State game, Razorbacks were in a similar spot. They were down 17-0 in that game, ended up winning it by 11.
The only difference is Liberty's a lot better than Missouri State, I'll tell you that. They're right in the top 25. This team, coached by one of the best. Has some great talent on both sides. I mean, this is not the spot you want to be in if you're Arkansas.
On 2nd and 6. Bennett moves the pocket. Just shovel it ahead out of bounds wisely to not lose the yardage. It'll be 3rd and 6. Eric Gregory was chasing him to the Arkansas bench.
I think the frustrating part was, hey, man, we were running the ball, moving it, doing what we're doing, and then, you know, I'm not upset with the thought process of taking a shot. Like, I'm fine with it. It was there. Arkansas, you have to make a play. You got to make the catch. Like I said, there's a little bit of, you know, ugliness with the route concept with both receivers, but at the end of the day, it was there, go make the play. And right now, Arkansas is not making the play on either side of the football, and Liberty is, and they're taking advantage of the mistakes.
3rd and 6 for the Flames.
I'm going right now, Douglas, before they call the timeout.
Mr. Noka, let's go back to the studio. What's coming up at half?
Well, Taylor, I will tell you, Auto Owners Insurance halftime report right around the corner. We'll update what's going on in Athens. Still one-sided at this particular moment. Also, how Kentucky got a big win against Missouri. First half thoughts here so far?
Impressed with Liberty's defense. I didn't expect the offense for Arkansas to be stymied as much as they have. Finally get some rushing game going, and they throw the interception there.
We will see you in just a few. Taylor.
All right, my friends, look forward to that. Tennessee fans aren't very happy that are here at Reynolds Razorback Stadium. If they're watching that game on their phone, putting one eye on this one and one eye on that one. Liberty's got this 3rd down. They are 3 for 7 today. This is a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Douglas matched up one-on-one in the slot against Johnson.
Bennett, plenty of time, and it's wide open past midfield. Douglas has it at the 42-yard line after making a move on Johnson.
It's the same exact route concept that they scored the touchdown on. One-on-one with the safety. I'm just going to run a go route. Look at the speed, and then that sudden move to the inside gets the safety to flip his hips, and it's just a back shoulder from there. I mean, it's just too easy. It is too easy.
There's only one Tyreek Hill, but that was a Tyreek Hill type move where you put your cleats in the dirt.
Oh yeah. Well, the only way to defend that is put someone over top of him. Like, you can't match him up one-on-one with a safety. Like, the safety plays safety for a reason. He's not a one-on-one player against a top receiver on the opposing offense. Like, you need to put a nickel or a corner on the inside, and don't give him 10 yards of free access.
It's been Arkansas's problem all season. Hunter gets inside the 40. Arkansas is 129th in the country in pass defense, giving up 311 yards per game.
I mean, how scary, Ted? Just imagine you out there at safety right now, and Douglas is 10 yards from you running full speed. What are you going to do?
Cry?
Yeah, besides cry, we know that. But I mean, you're going to bail and get out of there. You're going to slide tackle him and get a PI.
I think there's no question I'm grabbing the jersey. Absolutely. That guy can fly, and it's why you were raving about him coming into this game. Here's another speedster for Liberty. Hunter down to the 31-yard line. Slusher makes the tackle there, but not before another Liberty first down. Hugh Freeze' team went so fast at Ole Miss. He did say he might hold the football a little bit today, partly because he gets it first in the second half.
Yeah, and right now, too, I mean, if you go into halftime, you know, up 14-0, 17-0, 21-0, and you know, you don't give Arkansas any opportunity to put some points on the board, that is a massive win for this football team. Confidence, and obviously on the scoreboard, too, and that's going to be the goal right now.
Bennett straight to Hunter. And Day gets past the 25 down to the 24-yard line.
Jerome Jackson, the tight end's done a great job this game, wrapping around and being a lead blocker, essentially almost a fullback body. Over and over again, he's been asked to take on linebackers and defensive ends and done a tremendous job from that wingback position. And once again, Liberty's going to be happy, man. They're going to go slow. They're going to milk this thing. You know, they got 2 timeouts left, plenty of time. Goals obviously get 7 more points on the board and end the half.
And of course, Hunter did go to the sideline a little while ago with that ankle injury. That's Shedro Lewis, who is out there now, and it's a fake to him, and it's caught by Douglas. Douglas down to the 23-yard line. Simeon Blair makes the tackle. It's a 2-yard pickup. It'll be another 3rd down for Liberty.
Yeah, I was just about to wonder when Sam Pittman was going to start using his timeouts to see if he can get the ball back one more time and see if they can get any goodness going on offense before halftime.
Sam Pittman has been sensational at Arkansas, especially in the non-conference games. He's the first coach in Arkansas history to win his first 8 games against non-conference opponents, but he's got his back against the wall here in the first half today. Liberty has dominated this one in every phase.
You know, the Auburn fans watching this game right now are calling some big-time people in that state, said, hey, why don't you turn on a little SEC network? Watch our possible future coach here.
He's certainly on their list. He's got a 3rd and 2 inside the 25-yard line. His 3rd-string quarterback, Jonathan Bennett, has been impressive with 2 touchdown throws so far. And he'll take off, get the first down inside the 20.
I mean, it's been his legs on these situations, 3rd down and 5 or less, whether it's zone reads and, you know, design RPO with the quarterback runs. That play looked like it was right there is what's been really killing this defense and keeping them on the field. I mean, he's had one of his best games of the season. All around, throwing, running the football has been extremely impressive to watch.
Now they can control the clock for the end of the half. Bennett into the end zone, dangerous pass. It's broken up. He was looking for Snead, but it was Chris Paul Jr. He comes in there. Quincy McAdoo, the true freshman.
It's the announcer curse. You know, I'm talking good about the quarterback raving him up, and he almost throws an interception. So got lucky with that one right there as he took a little bit of a hit from the defender. This is when over the middle of the field has been a little bit of a struggle for him. He throws it better to the outside, sees it a little bit more.
Now on 2nd and 10, Bennett bounces out of there, throws, caught, touchdown. Trayon Sibley got it. McLaughrin was right there with him, but Sibley wrestles it away for a touchdown.
And just a great job by Bennett. We talk about using his legs to be able to get first downs on those 3rd down situations, but extending the play. No one's open down the field, looking to the left, run to the right, and sees the defender, the cornerback, essentially back towards him. And it says, hey, man, let me give my guy an opportunity to see if he can make a play. Beautifully thrown ball low where you want to throw it at the front of the end zone. They're going to review this one to make sure it was a catch.
Certainly had his arms underneath it. This will be a great angle from Pylon Cam to see if he controlled this football.
Oh, that's a touchdown. Ball does not touch the ground, I don't think, at all. I mean, it's a great job getting both hands underneath. And it's a gutsy throw, too. I mean, you never know when the defender is going to turn around, and all of a sudden it's going to hit him in the chest for an easy INT. And the trust of his receiver to be able to work back through the defender to get down there and make the catch, for the touchdown. And when you're having one of those games, you're having one of those halves, you feel good, you throw it, good things happen. And right now, a ton of good things are happening for this Liberty Flames football team on both sides.
After review, the ruling on the field of a completed pass for a touchdown is confirmed. Touchdown.
Bennett to Frith, Bennett to Douglas, and now Bennett to Sibley 3 passing touchdowns for Jonathan Bennett here in the first half. That's already a career high. Again, remember, Charlie Brewer started the season, then it was Caden Salter. Nate Hampton took all the reps this week because Bennett had the flu, but he's looked terrific. And folks, we got a shocker in Fayetteville. Liberty at double-digit underdogs, up 21-0 with 42 seconds to go in the first half.
It's been both sides. Hugh Freeze is dialing up. He's feeling himself play calling right now. His quarterback's doing his thing. I mean, he was open from the start. He works left instead of right, but once again, just the trust to throw it. You know, your receiver sees you, DB does not. But once again, I mean, what was Arkansas struggling with this season? It's been the secondary. It's been these guys going one-on-one with receivers. And right now you have a quarterback for Liberty that's having his best game, throwing the ball accurately. And we know they have receivers on the outside that can make some one-on-one plays, and right now they're doing it.
42 seconds left for Arkansas and 2 timeouts. Remember, Liberty gets the football first. At the 5-yard line, it's Green. AJ gets up to the 24-yard line. On Monday night on SEC Network, we have a doubleheader of college basketball at 6:30. Number 4 Kentucky men host Howard. Then at 8:30, top-ranked and defending champion South Carolina women take on East Tennessee State. Another great season of hoops here ahead on SEC Network. It's already back, Alyssa, and those Gamecocks bring Miss Boston back, trying to win another national championship.
Yeah, it feels unfair that Aaliyah Boston gets to come back and compete again, at least for the other 13 teams in the SEC and the rest of the country. Of course, Dawn Staley's squad picked to finish first in the conference by a landslide, guys.
As they should be. Jefferson with 35 seconds left in the half, and it's caught past the 40, up to the 43, where Hazelwood makes the grab with 26 seconds left. Do have 2 timeouts left. Does it look like they're going to use one?
I'd be happy with a field goal if you can get some kind of points on the board.
Jefferson pumps, trying to move around in that pocket. He's going to go down back at the 29-yard line. Darrell Johnson makes the sack.
Well, right now he's just staying in the pocket too long. I mean, you have to have an internal clock in your head, and to me, this goes back to the discussion of how healthy is KJ Jefferson right now, because you know you're a big physical quarterback that can move. This is your opportunity right now. It's not there. Get out of the pocket, extend the play with your legs, run or throw it away. And right now he's just not moving the way we've seen him move in beginning the season or last year. And I don't know if it's a mental thing of, hey, I want to stick in here and be a true pocket quarterback or what. But use your athleticism. Use it to your advantage.
They're facing one of the better defenses statistically in America. We thought Liberty might have their hands full against a bigger opponent in Arkansas. That's not been the case. The beat has gone on for Liberty on defense. Ready with 32 sacks on the season for Coach Aldridge's defense.
I just want to see KJ not be such a statue in the pocket. Move around a little bit more.
1 timeout left after they call one with 13 seconds left. There's a flag down. Jefferson gets it out to Landers, and he breaks a tackle. Gets into Liberty territory with 2 seconds to go at the 47-yard line. Let's see what this flag is about.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense, number 11. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
That's big. That gets Arkansas into field goal range.
And sometimes you just need a break. Just one-on-one with the tackle.
Darrell Johnson called for that penalty, and
2 seconds to go. It looks like they're going to bring out the field goal unit. Like I said, any kind of points right now just to feel good about yourself heading into halftime. Like, hey, we don't got a goose egg up on the scoreboard. So we'll see if they can convert that to get 3 points in.
Well, Cam Little's had a terrific year. He's 8 for 10. And he did make a 51-yarder against Mississippi State. So they're within his range. This will be from 50. Hold comes from Bauer. And the snap comes from Eli Stein. Both good. And Little's kick is also good, and Arkansas gets on the board at the end of the half with a 50-yard field goal from Cam Little. Reminder, at halftime, you can watch the live performance of the Razorback Marching Band on SEC Network Plus. Start streaming now on the ESPN app. Let's go down to Alyssa.
Coach, how have you felt about the way Jonathan's been able to operate the offense so far?
He's done okay. He's taking care of the ball, which is a priority. I think, we've missed a few throws, but he's also made a few that probably weren't there, and our guys have made some plays. So they were running the ball effectively. I hate we lost Day-Day. That's a big loss. It seems like that's been our year. A lot of injuries, but really, really pleased right now, other than I didn't like that call there.
How about your defense? How have they been able to be so effective?
Incredible. I mean, they're going to play their tails off. They play hard and they come up with plays, and they held a very explosive offense to 3 points, and really shouldn't have had that the first half.
Day-Day's out for the rest of the game?
I haven't gotten in. They were taking him to X-ray, and I haven't heard.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
The whole country's already talking about Hugh Freeze and the success he's had in the college football world. It's time to talk about the team he's coaching right now. Up 21-3 at the break. Now it's time for the Auto Owners Insurance halftime report with Dari. We've got a big surprise in Fayetteville for homecoming. The Razorbacks are down 21-3 as we start the second half. No one threw more touchdown passes than Aaron Murray did in the SEC. I'm Taylor Zarzer. You'll see Alyssa Lang in just a second. Aaron, we're watching a Liberty quarterback throw a bunch of touchdowns so far today.
Well, it's just on both sides of the football now, complete domination from Liberty. They are dominating defensively, and then their offense is biting on top of that. And Jonathan Bennett right now is a man that is seeing the field extremely well. He's running it efficiently on third down, and then his ability to push the ball vertically down the field to some of these receivers against a struggling Arkansas secondary has been great to see. We'll see if he can continue here in the second half as well.
Let's see our first half stats brought to you by Liberty Mutual. 236 total yards for Liberty in that first half. 14 first downs. They were terrific on third down. The Razorbacks really struggled to run the football in that first frame, and they'll kick it away to Liberty to start the second half. Jake Bates will kick it to Demario Douglas. Goes over his head, and Liberty will start at the 25-yard line. Alyssa caught up with Coach Pittman just a moment ago.
Coach, what was the message to your team at the half?
Well, we've got to find a way to run the football. We've got to find a way to be able to cover them. I think we can adjust there. The message is we've got to win the third quarter. We haven't played well at all. We've got to take care of the ball. But the message, honestly, we got to come back, get in the ball game. We've got to win the third quarter. So we've made some adjustments, both offense and defense. We've got to find a way to run the football. We've got to throw and catch a little bit better, too.
Thanks, Coach.
What do you think of those comments there, Aaron?
Well, they got to win first and second down on offense, and they've been struggling to run the football.
So backwards pass, that's a live football. And jumping on it back at the 16 is Douglas. It'll be a loss of nearly 9 yards on first down for Liberty.
Well, they also need stuff like that. I mean, Liberty was the team that wasn't making the mistakes in the first half. They were the ones capitalizing on the mistakes that Arkansas had on both offense and defense. So yeah, you need a little bit of luck too. You're down 21-3. You need Liberty to hand you plays like that, and then you have to take advantage of it on offense and defense.
Shedro Lewis is in the backfield next to Jonathan Bennett. Bennett drops back, plenty of time, has Douglas wide open, and DeMario stays on his feet near the 40.
He's a stud. He's a stud. He's a corner route. He runs it perfect. He takes it high. Quarters. Safety's playing inside leverage. Passes it off for some reason. You need to double team him in the slot if he goes vertical. And then beautifully thrown ball by Bennett, who's just having himself a ball game here this afternoon.
Look at that. He was already over 100 yards before that 44-yard catch.
I hate to say it, but obviously in a world of transfer portal, be interesting if he's wearing a Liberty uniform next year.
Yeah, Coach Freeze is saying, hold on, Aaron, I'm keeping him here. And there's Shedro Lewis, who gets the carry. He gets down to the 38-yard line. Day-Day Hunter hobbled off of the field in the first half. And as Coach Freeze told Alyssa, he did not return to the football game. This is how it happened right here. See all that weight coming down on his left leg. Shame if he can't play anymore. Almost 900 yards rushing in 9 games this season. 2nd and 7, it's Lewis again, and Lewis goes inside the 35, down to the 33. He is playing with a heavy heart today. His father passed away in the middle of this week. We were thinking about the entire Lewis family down in Florida. Coach Freeze thought that he would give it a go today, and he has spelled Hunter and done a good job.
Oh, he's done a tremendous job, and obviously same thing. Prayers for him and his family as they go through this right now, and it's amazing. And the support that he got from his teammates this week has been incredible. I mean, this is an extension of his family there on the sideline.
And on 3rd and 2, they fake it to him and just shovel it ahead for a first down, and it's Jerome Jackson that gets inside the 25, first down Liberty.
Well, Jerome's done a great job all game blocking, cut blocks, leading the Calgary, the running game, and right there, just a little bit of a sneak. You're going to block, which he's done through the first 2 quarters of this game, and then sneak out as the quarterback rolls out to the right. Great play design. Tight end really has not had a big part in this game besides blocking, and Hugh Freeze at the right time dials his number for the first down.
Just his 6th catch of the year. Liberty's now 6 of 10 on 3rd down today. After a loss of 9 on the first play of the drive, they're in scoring position again. Lewis doesn't get much. Drew Sanders, Bumper Pool, and friends come in there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this has to be just in general for Arkansas defensively right now. The fact that Liberty's on their 3rd string quarterback, their starting running back, Day-Day Hunter, has not played for the majority of the football game, and yet you've given up 21 points. And in the first possession of the second half, they're almost in the red zone already. So this is very, very concerning. And still, I think the big guy that you have to figure out how to slow down is Douglas in the slot, as now they finally put a nickel and a safety over the top of him.
He's at the bottom of your screen. Bennett looking that way. Instead flushed out, and we'll have to just throw it into the cheerleaders.
If Douglas getting doubled.
3rd and 9 now.
Well, they did defensively what they needed to do. I mean, you have to be able to double Douglas in the slot. You see the nickel over the top. Safety's going to rotate to take the inside with a bailing corner, a cover 3 corner on the outside. I mean, just cover him with bodies. That you just can't let number 3 beat you right now if you're going to find a way to win this game on defense.
Just about everybody's been beating this Arkansas defense on 3rd downs today. Liberty is 6 of 10. And they have a 3rd and 9 here. Empty backfield. Bennett facing the pressure, throws, it's complete, and it's just short of the first down to Austin Henderson. Just his 4th catch of the year. Picks up 8. It's going to be 4th and 1.
I'm going for it right here. And I would not be surprised if you see Jonathan Bennett run the football. I mean, 3rd and short situations, he has been great reading the defense, taking it on zone reads and running and getting the first down with his legs.
Still 15 seconds left on the play clock. Malik Caper next to Bennett on this 4th and 1, and Freeze is going to call timeout.
No, for Arkansas, this is your moment. If they decide to do go for it, you got to commit to the run. And I think all eyes need to continue to be on the quarterback, Bennett, and not letting him beat you with a quarterback run to the inside. So this is an opportunity for the defensive line for Arkansas to get big, to get physical, and those linebackers to blitz up those seams, which they've done a good job so far in this game. But I like what Freeze is doing. I do not mind keeping your offense on the field because you have been the aggressor. I think you've been the aggressor on both sides of the lines of scrimmage. And if you get this, you only continue to assert that and let them know that you're not afraid.
Caper goes out and Shedro Lewis comes in after the timeout and is in the backfield next to Bennett.
Well, you got a good box count right now. I would...
Play clock down to 5. It's Lewis. No! Cameron Ball and Eric Gregory give the ball back to Arkansas.
Well, that's a great job by Cam Ball, taking that guard and pushing him back into the backfield, not allowing the running back to get downhill.
Arkansas had to get a stop, and they get it. Now can their offense do something down to 18?
So you're looking for a university that has anything you could possibly need.
Anything?
You want a place that has the programs you want to study.
I think I'm going to sign up for the fashion design program.
All right. A place with state-of-the-art facilities.
And who doesn't love big-time sports?
Somewhere you can hike, slide, climb, and most importantly, eat. And all that with a great view? Yeah, I think I know a place.
There's a saying in Louisiana that's been handed down for generations. Pass a good time. It means whenever friends and family get together, good times and good food is definitely on the table. Tony Chachere's famous Creole seasoning has always been part of that celebration. Whether it's in the kitchen or at the table, it adds authentic Louisiana flavor to your favorite foods and smiles to your favorite faces. So remember to pass a good time and the Tony Chachere's. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
Who says you can't go for bold without going broke? Get the brands you want, the prices you want, whenever you want. TJ Maxx, where you can always afford to be you to the max.
I like to smell my beard after a really good meal. Dude, you don't need to get that personal to get the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It just helps you create an affordable price.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
And it's still $6. Get the big box y'all love today.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Dory Noke in studio. Of course, another big game coming up a little over an hour from now on ESPN. Brian Kelly looking for his first win against Bama in 3 tries. LSU and the Tide. Guys?
That should be a good one tonight, Dari. Excited to watch that on ESPN. You got South Carolina and Vandy here on SEC Network. Razorbacks just 4th down. Raheem Sanders runs ahead for a few. Bryce Young has been sensational this year after winning the Heisman last year. And the guy that used to beat him in Pop Warner football, Jaden Daniels, going up against him tonight at quarterback for the Tigers.
That's going to be a great football game, hopefully a good football game.
Jefferson pumps and does not get rid of it. Now dumps it off to Sanders. And Raheem gets up to the 25-yard line to be 3rd and 2 for Arkansas from there.
Go back to the LSU game tonight versus Alabama. Jaden has to continue to play like he's done the past couple of weeks if they're going to have a shot. And he's been tremendous, running the football, throwing the football, trusting those receivers. Plus those fans in Baton Rouge have had all day to get nice and juicy.
Jefferson on 3rd and 2, dumps it off. Hazenwood almost got free, but he's tackled up near the 40-yard line. First down, Arkansas. Quentin Reese might have saved the touchdown.
Well, this is what I want to see from KJ early on, getting him outside the pocket, using his legs, easy throws outside and not just being a statue inside the pocket.
And now a little trickeration, but tripping is Hazelwood in the backfield. It's a loss of 3. Big problem for Arkansas on first down today. That is the 9th time they've lost yardage so far today on one of their offensive plays. And Jefferson's going to lose more as he's down at the 34. Dennis Osagande has his 7th sack of the year as a nose guard.
And just the penetration, and you see the offensive lineman kind of looking back like, oopsies, we missed our guy, and that's not on KJ. He's reading the linebacker there on the zone read, and linebackers with the running back, he's taught to pull it.
3rd and 16. Jefferson throws underneath. Hazelwood will catch it up at the 43. But it's 4th down after a couple of negative plays. The Razorbacks offense goes to the bench.
I mean, just the inconsistency of this game right now is concerning. One or two good plays is just not going to cut it. You have to find a way to put together a full drive. You get a first down, but then boom, all of a sudden you get punched in the mouth with a negative play on first down when the receiver slips on the end around. So once again, this is not a team that can survive in 2nd and 10 plus, 3rd and 10 plus.
Bauer out there again punting. It's a line drive, and Douglas fielded on a hop. He's going backwards. His speed somehow gets him back to where he caught the football. The fans are getting restless in Fayetteville.
In Louisiana, Tony Chachere's is always part of the holidays. Our injectable marinade on the inside and our famous Creole seasoning on the outside always makes a great tasting turkey worth passing around. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
Spicy buns, spicy sauce, spicy seasoning, spicy jalapenos, ooh, spicy fries. Boy, Arby's getting loose with the spice on the new Diablo sandwiches and fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
Okay, Jake from State Farm, I really want that personal price plan, so here it goes. I like to smell my beard.
What?
Especially after a good meal.
Hey, you don't need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Put the beard down. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
What if you were a gigantic snack food maker and you had to wrestle a massively complex supply chain to satisfy cravings from Tokyo to Toledo? So you partner with IBM Consulting to bring together data and workflows so that every driver and merchandiser can serve up jalapeno, sesame, and chocolate-covered goodness with real-time data-driven precision. Let's create supply chains that have an appetite for performance. IBM, let's create.
Introducing the GMC Sierra EV Denali Edition 1 with Ultium battery technology for up to a GM estimated 400 miles of range on a full charge. Potential this powerful is why it's the Denali of EVs.
Fair, freckled, or melanated, we are appreciated. Ultra hydrated, glazed, and glowing, confidence overflowing. New Vaseline lotions, 90% more moisture for my one-of-a-kind skin. And there's no other skin I want to be in.
Home coming here in Fayetteville. The Hogs need to get back into this game now 21-3. Meanwhile, Georgia, ranked third in the land, the defending champs, are up 24-6 on #1 Tennessee. Gators whip the Aggies, handing Texas A&M their 5th consecutive loss. Jimbo Fisher's now 3-6 on the season. Kentucky beat Mizzou 21-17 today as well. After all the games are over tonight, it's SEC football final. It's after South Carolina and Vandy at 10:30 Eastern. Our guy Dave Neal, Deuce McAllister, Andrea Carter there in Music City tonight to call that one. TJ Green is in the backfield, and he takes the football and goes past the 10, up near the 12. Few yards on first down. Again, Day Hunter is out with a leg injury, so it's been Shedro Lewis and TJ Green running the football. And that's the 3rd string quarterback, Jonathan Bennett, that's beating the Razorbacks.
At home, on the road, at home for Arkansas. This is when I'm interested in Hugh Freeze, what kind of pace that he wants to run this offense in this series at right now.
Bennett's under pressure, and he's going down. Nobody covered Miles Slusher on the blitz.
That's on the quarterback there. You know, Slusher was showing it from the start. You should know, hey, am I going to be protected or not from that nickel coming off the edge? Offensive line's going to the right. They're in slide protection. You need to know if, hey, I'm hot off one to my backside, and I got to get the ball out now. Great job, great timing on the blitz for Arkansas to put Liberty 3rd and long situations. Once again, double 3.
He's in the slot at the bottom of your screen. They're looking that way. They're throwing to him, and it's over his head. Incomplete. He was covered up by Simeon Blair. It's 4th down.
Well, the defense has answered the bell here. First possession, gave up some yards, but got off the field on the 4th down and 1. And then right there, able to get off 3 and out to get their offense back in what should be good field position. Now it's just this offense, man. Your turn to see if you can put a touchdown on the board.
Aiden Alvis in the back of his end zone. It's blocked, and it goes through for a safety. Quincy McAdoo, the true freshman, got it.
That's one way to put points on the board, Taylor. Don't even worry about the offense. The special teams go out there and do their thing. They brought the heat. Punter backed up. And you're going to see the entire, on your left side of the screen, right side for the defense, collapse. And then McAdoo. We knew he was going to get in, play a significant role on defense. Been more of a special teams player this season. Great job extending to get the block and 2 points on the board for the Razorbacks.
McAdoo started the season as a wide receiver, converted to cornerback, and has played in the secondary today for Barry Odom's defense. But he's been on special teams all year, and he makes a play there. Freshman from Arkansas. It's 21-5 now, and Arkansas is about to get the football. Coach Penman was talking about him, and yesterday the conversion from wide receiver to cornerback, thinking he might make a difference for the Hogs in the future. Sam was disgusted with his team as he told Alyssa with the way they came out today in the first half. Maybe this wakes everybody up. Stricker kicking to A.J. Green, and off the bounce gets it at the 15. And he is flipped over at the 22-yard line. That play is made by Preston Hodge, and that's where K.J. Jefferson and the offense will come out. Aaron, how do you get this offense going?
I would say run the football, your identity, but you know they've tried to do that, so that's something that I think they're going to go back to. You know, they haven't taken a lot of shots down the field. They've had a couple drops. You know, I would still like to see, can you get a guy like Matt Landers involved a little bit. He had a one-on-one opportunity earlier in this football game, went up there and made a play. At some point, if you're not able to run the football, see if you can get some sort of explosive with him on the outside matched up.
Go to the ground with Sanders, who started to get going a little bit. He picks up maybe a yard. 14 carries for just over 50 yards today for the leading rusher in the SEC.
And he's a patient runner. You know, he wants to see the hole, wait for it, almost like Le'Veon Bell from the NFL, if you remember watching him run. And sometimes, though, you just got to get it, go, get downhill.
Jefferson on a design quarterback run. Haven't seen much of this today, and he gets out to the 30. Trey Butler made the tackle. Third and a couple.
Well, that's what you and I talked about at the start of this half, of getting him running the football, getting him outside the pocket, utilizing his size and strength to get to these third and manageable situations. And even right now, let's see if he can get it with his legs.
He's going to try, and he's going to do it. Past the 35, up to the 36.
I just think that there was such a worry that he's banged up. Do we want to run him? And I think you're at the situation right now, man. We're getting embarrassed at home. Like, all bets are off.
Fusion with the snap.
False start. Offense. Number 62. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's Brady Latham, and I don't think there's any question that you're spot on about Jefferson's health. Of course, he had that head injury against Alabama that forced him to miss the Mississippi State game. Malik Hornsby started that loss. Jefferson came back, beat BYU, and then against Auburn, it looked like he hurt his shoulder last week. This is a direct snap to Sanders. There's DeBinion, excuse me, and there's all kinds of confusion. Mark it down at the 29.
I'm still waiting for a whistle to be blown. I don't think I've heard a whistle yet. Very odd play. I think everyone was a little bit confused exactly what happened.
Second down now, and here's your whistle.
It's just sloppy right now. This is sloppy.
Full start. Offense. Number 7. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
I mean, I'll say the stats again. I mean, this is a offensive line. 131 career starts for this group. This group has played together this entire season together. You're at home, and this is what, the third or fourth full start we've seen. It just, I don't know what it is, but this offensive line did not get off the bus today, it looks like.
For all that momentum, it's 2nd and 22, and Jefferson will drift back. These receivers have been covered up all day, and he scampers to the sideline at the 26. Another 3rd and long, and this has been the problem, Aaron, is they've had so many yards to go on this play all day.
Aldridge, the defensive coordinator for Liberty, I mean, he literally told us last night, like, we have to get him in this situation. And he was saying that, warning it, but kind of deep down, he's like, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. Well, they've done it. Like, goal number 1, get into 3rd and 7+. Well, they've all day long.
3rd and 20. Jefferson. The underneath safe play again. Sanders is going to try to break a few tackles and get to the edge, and he's going to do it. How about the speed from Rocket Sanders to get the first down?
They needed that badly. Just mentally, they needed that play. Rocket not doing the run game right now, but great job in the pass game.
23-yard pickup. Jefferson is going down. Back at the 39 on the blitz by Ahmad Walker.
Oh, just a green dog blitz from Ahmad Walker. When I say green dog, essentially when you're not blitzing initially, but when your guy that you're covering blocks, he's covering the running back, you get the green light to then go blitz. So running back stays in protection. That's his man. Boom, I'm gone on my green dog, and able to get the sack afterwards.
4 sacks for one of the best defenses in the country today. And on a 2nd and 20, it's Sanders. And he carries defenders up near the original line of scrimmage. As Walker makes the tackle, it'll be a pickup of 8.
That's 17 sacks in the past 4 games for this defense, 34 on the season. And we really shouldn't be surprised. I mean, this is a defense giving up 21 points per game, only 123 yards on the ground.
Jefferson. It's underneath, and it's caught by Stevens. It'll be 4th down at the 46, 4th and 6 for Arkansas.
You know, they went for it in the first half. I didn't agree with it, and I don't agree with it here either. There's nothing that gives me confidence from what I've seen from your offense on 3rd and 4th down situations.
It's going to happen, and this time it's going to work. Stevens with a good grab down to the 39-yard line. That was a catch with a defender, Javon Scruggs, on it.
That's a great catch from Stevens. Ball was a little bit inaccurate from Jefferson. And it's a little bit scary. Those situations, you know, the safety's coming downhill to go up there and snag it like that.
Jefferson fakes the throw and digs himself out of there, and he lost the football, it looked like. Stromberg was upset with what happened at the bottom of that pile, but it looked like Jefferson kept it.
It's a great job defensively knocking it out, but great, even better job by the offensive lineman being around the football to be able to jump on it, keep possession.
It was Tyron Dupree. It forced that fumble, and now it is a tackle in the backfield on DeBinion back at the 41-yard line, and the Razorback fans have had it with what they've seen offensively today at the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's Dixon, backup defensive tackle, and they're going to rotate defensive linemen. 7 defensive linemen playing in this ball game.
We go to the 4th quarter, and Liberty is up 21-5 on the Razorbacks on homecoming in Fayetteville. Coach Freeze trying to pull off another upset. It's 3rd and 12 for Arkansas as we start the 4th quarter. They're down 21-5. KJ Jefferson and the Razorbacks are moving in Liberty territory at their 41. And this ball is incomplete at the 35. They were looking for Thompson, but Megginson was all over him. It's 4th down.
I mean, for how good this defensive line has performed in this ball game, I've been just equally impressed with the secondary. Those guys being able to get in there and make some plays.
Offense is staying on the field, Aaron, on a 4th and 12. Down 16 points. Coach Pittman thinks his team's running out of time, and Jefferson better get rid of the football, and he can't. Sacked at the 43 by Darrell Johnson. That's the 4th Liberty sack today.
And just ate him up. I mean, ate him up. And the Liberty sideline is going absolutely nuts right now because they know they are manhandling, and they've done it the entire football game, this Arkansas offensive line.
Arkansas down 16 to the Flames early in the 4th.
In Louisiana, Tony Chachere's is always part of the holidays. Our injectable marinade on the inside and our famous Creole seasoning on the outside always makes a great tasting turkey worth passing around. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
It shouldn't take a storm of biblical proportions to find out who you can count on. It shouldn't take a 4-foot diameter oak tree in your kitchen to find out who you can trust. It shouldn't take the worst to bring out our best. But sometimes it does. And that's the silver lining.
You like it natural? So does Clairol Natural Instincts Color. With coconut oil and aloe vera. No ammonia ever, so it always plays nice with your hair. Natural Instincts from Clairol. It's so you.
The new Shark Air Purifier 3-in-1 has something for all of us. Clean air. But air quality is invisible to the naked eye. So Shark's CleanSense IQ monitors, auto-adjusts, and purifies in real time. While a NanoSil HEPA filter traps dust, smoke, pet odors, and allergens. And with purified heat and purified fan modes, we get year-round comfort and clean air confidence. The Shark Air Purifier family.
The fully electric Audi e-tron family is here. With models that fit any lifestyle through elegant design and progressive technology. The Audi e-tron family. Progress that moves you.
Tower cam for a... Hey, folks, we seem to have a visitor. It looks like...
Looks like you paid too much for your glasses.
Oh.
Anyone who isn't shopping at America's Best, where 2 pairs and a free exam start at just $79.95. Book an exam today.
Order slices and steaks and a 20-ounce Mountain Dew at Little Caesars and get 2 pizzas in 1. Dual double XP for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That's a two-tastic two-nominal. Unlock dual double XP with a Call of Duty combo or Mountain Dew at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Feels like a change is coming.
Homecoming king needs to see his team mount a comeback. Liberty's up 21-5 with 14:48 to go in the fourth quarter. Our 1st and 10 line today is brought to you by T-Mobile. Liberty starts with terrific field position at their own 43. And this man has been great all day. Jonathan Bennett has thrown 3 touchdown passes and also run the football today for almost 20 yards. It's 2nd and 8.
Right now, the goal for Hugh Freeze and Liberty is just milk this clock. Your defense is dominated. They've given up 3 points. You're in the fourth quarter. Just eliminate possessions for Arkansas. Take up as much time as you can right now. I mean, snap the ball under 10 seconds every time.
Which they will do here. And Bennett will throw it right near the sticks. Complete to Sneed with McGlothern making the tackle. And it will be short, though. 3rd and about 1.
I mean, if you're able to get 2 first downs on this possession, you take off 4 or 5 minutes of this ball game, and all of a sudden, Arkansas is in a battle against the clock. And that is not where you want to be with an offense that is not built to throw the ball, and it's not built to come back from deficits like this through the air.
Odom's defense has had their feet on their heels all day. On 3rd and 1, Malik Caper is hit in the backfield, and he's going to be short. Drew Sanders has gone the whole way, and he met him 2-3 yards back in the backfield. It'll be 4th down.
That's a great job by Drew Sanders, and also Zach Williams reestablishing the line of scrimmage. And see what we keep saying here in the second half, the defense has answered the bell once again.
Timeout on the field with 13:14 to go.
In Louisiana, Tony Chachere's is always part of the holidays. Our injectable marinade on the inside and our famous Creole seasoning on the outside always makes a great tasting turkey worth passing around. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
It shouldn't take a storm of biblical proportions to find out who you can count on. It shouldn't take a 4-foot diameter oak tree in your kitchen to find out who you can trust. It shouldn't take the worst to bring out our best, but sometimes it does. And that's the silver lining.
For too long, spicy fast food has been anything but. No more. Spice Nirvana awaits at Arby's. Just say, I'll have a Diablo sandwich and loaded fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
This is the reason for the season. And this, and this, and this. This is a time for joy. So forget the compromise. Because at HomeGoods, you can spend less and find all your heart desires on every shelf all season long. There are more gifts to give, more decor to deck the halls, and more to make you the host with the most again and again. Because your favorite things about this season don't cost a fortune. They're found. Home Goods. Go finding.
You can't really ignore sensitivity nor your gum issues. I would say it's very common for patients to have both. Does it worry me? Absolutely. What excited me about Sensodyne sensitivity and gum is it really allows you to be able to take care of both issues. There's no question it's something that I would recommend.
Ah, it's a good day to cough. Oh, no.
Bye-bye, cough.
Later chest congestion. Hello, 12 hours of relief.
12 hours? Okay, not coughing at yoga. Antiquing not coughing. Not coughing at the movies? Hashtag still not coughing? Ah! Ow!
Mucinex DM gives you 12 hours of relief from chest congestion in any type of cough, day or night. It's not cough season. It's always comeback season.
Well, SEC teams are 0-19 when trailing by 20-plus. So far this year, Arkansas is down 21-0. They've kicked a field goal, gotten a safety since. And Liberty staying on the field on a 4th and 2 on Arkansas' side of the field with 13-14 to go. See if Coach Freeze is going to try to draw these Razorbacks off sides or if he's really going to snap the football. Seconds left on the play clock.
Yeah, there's no way they're snapping this football. Yeah.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Might as well try. This guy has emptied his bag of tricks in 2022. He said his 2 first and second string quarterbacks have big injuries. He's had to go to Jonathan Bennett. His terrific tailback, Day Hunter, got hurt today. Said to rely on Shedro Lewis and Malik Caper, and all he's done is put Liberty in the top 25 of the Associated Press poll, 7-1 so far on the season. This time Alvis gets it off, and it's caught by Stevens at the 17-yard line. Remember that Liberty can't go to the New Year's Six, at least as the group of 5 representative, because technically they're not in the group of 5. They're not playing in a conference this year. They are going to Conference USA next year. They're an independent team, so they have to wait until all the bowls are satisfied and all of the different contracts are made. They certainly will get to one. They'll go either, at least at this moment, to Boca or to the Gasparilla Bowl. But make no mistake, if this guy stays at Liberty and they get into Conference USA with a 12-team playoff, they're going to have a legitimate chance to get into the postseason. Can Arkansas mount the comeback on him? Jefferson is picked off. He throws into traffic, and Robert Rahimi picks it off and gives the football right back to the Flames.
Just does not see the backside safety move to the middle of the field. He's looking to his right. He sees the post route, and he thinks there's an opportunity. But it's single high. Like, you know, right now there is a middle of the field safety. And yeah, he's working a little bit left, but I mean, you can't keep your eyes to the right that long and expect the safety to stay on that side of the field the entire length of the play. Great job defensively reading the quarterback's eyes, making the play.
Rahimi also called the rocket. That's his 5th interception of the season. And Hunter goes back to the passing game, and that might be picked off. Let's see. It is Quincy McAdoo. What a day he's having.
Well, we talk about KJ waiting a little bit too long to throw the deep post. Jonathan Bennett waits too long to throw the deep cross. He had him about 2 steps earlier for the completion, allowed McAdoo to catch up to make the heck of an interception across the field.
And he took this ball away from Fred, didn't he?
That's just wanting the ball more. We knew he was going to get more playing time, and he's making the most of it right now. Block punt for a safety, and now a big-time interception just when we were... He's starting to feel a little bit of pressure if you're in the stands. Got some life back in you, hopefully.
A lot of you have been keeping an eye on what's going on in Athens, Georgia, as whipped the #1 offense in the country, 27-6. It's the fourth quarter there. Here we'll see if the Razorbacks can mount the comeback. KJ Jefferson dumps it off to Hudson Henry, a member of that Henry family dynasty here for the Razorbacks. Gets out to the 25-yard line for 9. 2nd and 1. Sanders has got no place to run. It was like the linemen weren't even ready for that play.
No one moved. No one moved there. Very strange. You know, we've seen some communication issues, and it's just funny today. It's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back for this offense.
Sagade was ready. He got the tackle for loss. Now it's 3rd down. Jefferson to the sideline, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Sanders out of the backfield. It's 4th down.
Just not a lot of juice on the football. You know, trying to guide it in there instead of just ripping it. It's not a confident quarterback. You're running back on him. He's got him. He's stacked him. He's on top. Let it go. Throw it down the field, down the sideline. Instead, underthrown, and Rockets unable to make the catch.
Again, you wonder about Jefferson's shoulder that he fell on last week in the Auburn game.
I'm not going for it here.
They are, though, on 4th and 3 at their own 23, down 16. Jefferson dumps it off. And a move made by Hazelwood to get the 1st down.
I mean, that's been their most successful play. We've seen it a couple times to the tight end and now to the receiver. Just a slight rollout off the play action. And then a great job making the man miss in the open field to get the 1st down.
Stepped out at the 36-yard line. So it's a pickup of 13. A Liberty player that's...
Official timeout. Injury.
Trayshawn Clark, who has been banged up and missed the last game, is back this week, and he's being helped to the sideline. Well, if you've been flipping around today, Liberty came out with 3 first-half touchdown throws from Jonathan Bennett to grab a 21-0 lead. Arkansas's Cam Little did kick a 50-yard field goal before the half. He got a safety here in the second half, but there is not much happening for Arkansas on offense today. Sanders maybe with 1 yard there.
It's just the crazy thing is they're getting the box count. That's the thing. Like, they're getting good run numbers and then just not executing with them.
Darrell Johnson still down on the field, and we'll take a timeout with him with 11:04 to go.
In Louisiana, Tony Chachere's is always part of the holidays. Our injectable marinade on the inside and our famous Creole seasoning on the outside always makes a great tasting turkey worth passing around. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
There's never been a better time to get away. With a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry in to get our best deals of the season. Get in and get away. Get 0% APR financing plus 0 payments for 90 days on select vehicles. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. There's never been a better time to get away. With a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry in to get our best deals of the season. Get in and get away. Get 0% APR financing plus 0 payments for 90 days on select vehicles. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
That's half the fun of a new house, seeing what people left behind in the attic.
Well, saving on homeowner's insurance with Geico's help was pretty fun, too.
Well, enjoy your house.
Nope.
Geico.
Want to keep it real? Clairol Nice and Easy with True Tone technology. Hair color full of natural-looking tones and highlights unique to your hair. Nice and easy from Clairol. It's so you.
Enamel is the hardest tissue in the body. It's a protective layer outside your teeth. Pronamel repair is our first line of defense. It goes deep into the surface of the tooth to actively repair it. I personally use Pronamel repair every single day, morning and night.
Doreen, okay, in studio. Don't forget, coming up over on ESPN about a half hour from now, Bryce Young and Alabama. Tide have won 5 straight inside Tiger Stadium, which will be rocking at night for Jaden Daniels at LSU. Big-time game will certainly help shape the West. By the way, Georgia up 3 touchdowns, 6 minutes to go, guys.
Looking great there. Meanwhile, Sam Pittman's team is in trouble, down 16 with just over 11 minutes to go. KJ Jefferson doesn't look to be fighting through it. He's been picked off twice. He's been sacked 4 times. But still has life with A.J. Green standing to his right. And A.J. will get near the 40, but that's it. Christian Zachary makes the tackle, and again, those Razorbacks fans are getting restless.
Yeah, they are not enjoying this homecoming afternoon here in Fayetteville, that's for sure. And right now, you have to understand, like, you're down 2 scores, 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points. It's a tie ball game.
Jefferson on 3rd down, throws, and it's incomplete. Off the mark, looking for Hazelwood. It's 4th down.
And fortunate enough that DB there kind of tripped on his back pedal, or that would have been an interception once again. Ball needs to be thrown higher and towards the sideline for his receiver to catch it and get out of bounds. Treadwell, great job getting his finger in there.
To go for it again on 4th and 7.
Well, they've been doing the tight end league, receiver league. This is a little bit too far for that. Gonna have to push the ball a little bit more vertical down the field.
Jefferson throws to Landers. He looks short, but he's not tackled. And he's up to midfield for the 1st down. The defender didn't wrap up. Kobe Singleton. And it keeps Arkansas's offense on the field.
Well, Landers, he's been quiet this game besides the big catch in the 1st quarter, so good to see him get involved. I'd like to see him get a few more catches here.
Jefferson keeps. Dances and gets past the 40. 1st down Arkansas, down at the 36.
One-on-one with Shrugs. KJ running the football. Need more of that.
Fakes to Sanders across the middle, but Landers can't make the catch. This time it's Singleton getting his hand in there.
This has been a problem area for Arkansas. They've been able to move it at times, and it's not been a lot, but at times. But getting into plus territory, it just kind of stalling out. We've seen the turnover. We've seen some drops.
It's Hazelwood going in motion, and Jefferson is going to run that way and throw it away. 3rd and 10.
We hit Keytron Jackson down the field, open for a possible easy touchdown.
KJ was showing that arm off last week against Auburn. You just wonder if he can make that throw today.
I mean, look at running scot-free. You throw that ball in the end zone, let him run underneath it. He has a chance to make the play for a touchdown. And yeah, just the indecision at times. That's something that he feels like he's gotten better at this season. Making up his mind and then just letting it rip, and a little bit regression this afternoon.
Jefferson. He'll run and truck a defender with him, but he steps out down at the 29, where it'll be 4th down.
Well, needs to get through his reads right there. Had 2 crossing route, running back and a crosser on the left. But there is an internal clock that we just haven't seen from KJ this game of no one's there, or at least I'm not seeing my progression as well. Let me just take off and run. Right there, he is able to get this to a 4th and manageable situation.
Converted a couple of them on this drive and 3 overall.
Number 9 or tight end.
4th and 4. Jefferson better get rid of it. He does, and it's caught down at the 16 by Hazelwood. Great catch in traffic to give the Razorbacks another first down.
That's a great job by the offensive line. Being able to give KJ just enough time to get through his reads, and then his big number 1 target across the middle of the field, making another great catch.
From the 16, he throws it out to Hazelwood, who drops it.
And Hazelwood just looked a little tired there. A little tired. That was a lazy attempt to make the catch. But those are mistakes that have occurred today. You know, the drops, the not paying attention to the little details. In a ball game, you're down 2 scores. Those little details matter more than anything.
21-5 with 8:34 to go. Arkansas down 2 possessions. They would need touchdowns and 2-point conversions to tie it up. Fake to Sanders. Jefferson takes off again inside the top 10 and down near the 7, maybe even the 6.
Well, they tried the RPO fake to the running back, slipped the tight end in the flat, and Liberty said, I'm sick of seeing that play. We got it covered. But once again, KJ, that's what you need to do. Be aggressive running the football.
He doesn't give it to Sanders and takes defenders down inside the 6. About took Sanders with it on that carry. 2nd and goal. Jefferson, you rarely see him under center. He is this time. He throws. It's caught. Knox. Touchdown. Trey Knox is finally found in the passing game, and he's in the end zone.
Had some pressure in his face. But when you're 6'3", 6'4", you're able to get up and over to find your tight end in the flat. Now the ever-important 2-point conversion.
Go from the left hash here.
I'll find a way to get KJ, use his legs a little bit here. Give him the opportunity if no one's open. A direct snap to the running back.
Jefferson goes in motion. Sanders runs straight ahead and in. It's a 1-score game.
It's a great job by the offensive line. They knew how important that play was to be able to get this to a 1-score game. KJ, great throw to his tight end in the flat, Trey Knox. And then 2-point conversion was able to capitalize. Needed the 2 points. Give the ball to Rocket. Let him see what he can do. 21-13, Arkansas. They're in the game.
So you're looking for a university that has anything you could possibly need.
Anything?
You want a place that has the programs you want to study.
I think I'm going to sign up for the fashion design program.
All right. A place with state-of-the-art facilities.
And who doesn't love big-time sports?
Somewhere you can hike, slide, climb, and most importantly, eat. And all that with a great view? Yeah, I think I know a place.
There's a saying in Louisiana that's been handed down for generations. Pass a good time. It means whenever friends and family get together, good times and good food is definitely on the table. Tony Chachere's famous Creole seasoning has always been part of that celebration. Whether it's in the kitchen or at the table, it adds authentic Louisiana flavor to your favorite foods and smiles to your favorite faces. So remember to pass a good time and the Tony Chachere's. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than this.
We need a clutch hit. Derek Jeter.
Hang in there, rookie.
Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Spicy buns, spicy sauce, spicy seasoning, spicy jalapenos, ooh, spicy fries. Boy, Arby's getting loose with the spice on the new Diablo sandwiches and fries. Arby's, we have the meats.
This is the reason for the season. And this, and this, and this. This is a time for joy. So forget the compromise. Because at HomeGoods, you can spend less and find all your heart desires on every shelf all season long. There are more gifts to give, more decor to deck the halls, and more to make you the host with the most again and again. Because your favorite things about the season don't cost a fortune. They're found. HomeGoods. Go finding.
Raheem Sanders needs to keep those legs fresh after a 17-play, 84-yard drive that finished with his two-point conversion. So he got it into the end zone. Razorbacks are down 8 with 7:42 left. And Liberty will take it out. It's Douglas. And he's tackled near the 20. Let's go back to the studio and Dari Nowkhah.
Yeah, Taylor just catching everybody up. What's coming up over on ESPN again? Will Anderson in Alabama. That task of slowing down the red-hot Jaden Daniels is going to be up to him and company. That game coming up top of the hour. Then on our network, when we're all done in Fayetteville, we got Spencer Rattler in South Carolina on the road in Nashville to face Vanderbilt, guys.
Sorry, we got a one-possession game suddenly. Liberty led 21-0. Arkansas's kicked a field goal, gotten a safety, gotten a touchdown, and a two-point conversion. Here we are in an 8-point game. Shedro Lewis is tackled by Latavius Brini, who comes up to make the tackle. It's second down.
Well, that's what they want to see in this game. Can these safeties come up and fill in the run game? Something that they've been very hesitant with these past few weeks. Defense has answered the bell the second half, though. No points given up. Had a turnover. Can they get one more big stop here, which will also provide their offense with some great field position?
Bennett on 2nd and 10. Underneath ball is caught by Snead up to the 28. It'll be third down with the clock running.
Can you find a way, if you're Liberty, to isolate Douglas, get him involved on this play? This is big plays, big moments. You need your big-time players to show up and make a play for you. Douglas has been that guy this entire game. I'm looking at him, or Bennett utilizing his legs.
It's Lewis, and it's a first down run. Remember, he's come in replacing Day Hunter, who's hurt, and he moves the chains.
Just a tremendous job on the offensive side from Watkins, the left tackle, taking Drew Sanders on one-on-one and then just pushing him past the hole, recreating a brand new hole for the running back to slip through to get the first down.
Run some precious time off of the clock, too, as Lewis now 47 yards rushing. Hunter and Lewis, one of 2 duos in the country that each have more than 7 touchdowns. Ole Miss's 2 running backs, Evans and Judkins, are the others, and the play clock has expired. And Coach Freeze did call timeout.
Timeout, Liberty. Our second charge, timeout of the half.
5:31 left to go in Fayetteville. And Liberty up 21-13. And we'll take time out with him. First and 10 to come in just a moment.
Where can you get great appliances this holiday? Backed by our price promise every day. Lowe's, actually. Get our best deals of the season, backed by the Lowe's Price Promise.
In Louisiana, Tony Chachere's is always part of the holidays. Our injectable marinade on the inside and our famous Creole seasoning on the outside always makes a great-tasting turkey worth passing around. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
Order slices and steaks and a 20-ounce Mountain Dew at Little Caesars and get 2 pizzas in 1. Dual double XP for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That's a two-tastic two-nominal. Unlock dual double XP with a Call of Duty combo or Mountain Dew at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Keenan.
Hey, Keenan.
Looking good.
Feeling good. I just found all these cars on Auto Trader. Wow. I wait for the best part there, Microwave. A dealer is going to deliver this car to our home. Never leave home. Never leave home. Oh, it's here. There is one thing I can't do from home. Drive. Someone stop him.
Keenan!
Got your letter, refrigerator. Roll out.
Movies are dreams that you'll never forget.
$100 for a hobby.
Can you stop calling it a hobby?
The Fabelmans is the best movie of the year.
You do what your heart says you have to, so you don't owe anyone your life.
Heart-grabbing and extraordinary. It's the movie we've been waiting for Steven Spielberg to make.
What was your favorite part?
The Fabelmans, rated PG-13, in theaters Thanksgiving.
All right now.
What if my coverage isn't right? What if I accidentally hit a food truck? What if it gets covered in empanadas?
At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Thanks.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Gosh, Santa Claus was here.
There's nothing better than being a kid on Christmas morning. Until you become a parent. And even though these moments don't last forever, Duracell can make them last longer.
Liberty with 5:31 to go, and they have the football. Our first and 10 line is brought to you by T-Mobile. Liberty needs to get past the 43, and Shedro Lewis gets right near it. It'll be second and short.
Once again, Nasir Watkins on the left side does a great job of just pushing down the entire defensive line to create the running lane, and the precious seconds right now. You know, especially if you get another first down.
That's a coach's dream, isn't it? To get 9 yards on first down when you need to run this clock down.
When the defense knows you need to run the football, not only are you buying up precious seconds, but you're also recreating the field position here. Even if you get one more first down, you're going to make Arkansas drive the lane to the field in order to tie this thing up.
Lewis won't get it. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage as Drew Sanders got to him again. Third down.
That's a great job by Blair coming on the outside. Just one too many defenders to block. I wouldn't be afraid here if I'm Liberty, because you're seeing Arkansas right now, all out blitz, bringing safeties, bringing nickels, committing to stopping the run, to find some way to get your quarterback on the move and get him outside the pocket.
3rd and 1.5. Lewis, no. Cameron Ball and Bumper Pool converge on Lewis. It's 4th down.
I mean, just look at all the bodies there. You want to run into that heap of mess. 7, 8 defenders in the box. Would love to see some sort of, once again, rollout. Get your quarterback on the run. give them an option to pass or run. But great job by Arkansas defense. You know, we thought that, hey, they're going to get another first down, milk at least another 40-plus seconds off the clock, and you're able to step your game up for the last 2 plays.
Quincy McAdoo slow to get up here, and he's been terrific today. Blocked the punt and had an interception.
McAdoo's had a day. First start on special teams, block punt to get that much-needed 2 points. I mean, how good is that looking right now? And then after KJ threw an interception, next play comes out there and gets the ball right back for his offense.
And on 4th and a yard, they will send the punt team on the field. Bryce Stevens back deep. Aiden Alvis set to punt this. And Stevens calls for a fair catch at the 15-yard line. Arkansas has 1 timeout, 3:47 left. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. What are the keys to KJ Jefferson getting this team down the field?
Well, I think the keys for offensive line first, like protect the quarterback. I mean, how many times have we seen the pocket essentially collapse on KJ? And then for KJ, if things do start to collapse on you, get outside the pocket. Just run, man. Like, if it's not there, be the athlete you are. Get up, get out, or get around, and just don't take negative plays. I mean, this is what's hurt this offense this afternoon. Negative plays and sacks. Do not get behind the chains.
This trips down to the bottom of your screen. Now coming to the backfield goes A.J. Green, and Green gets a first down on the sweep. We'll stop momentarily. Start running again. Jefferson. That was a dangerous pass. It is caught by Landers. He makes a play there on Singleton, right at the sticks.
I was holding my breath up here. I felt like the entire crowd kind of just for a second. But great job, great protection. I think first things first. I mean, look at the protection up front. Best we've seen this entire afternoon.
And Green moves the chains. He's near midfield.
The clock is not an issue. Plenty of time. But I do like the tempo. You got Liberty on their heels right now. Continue to press forward.
Plenty of time left. Jefferson gets out of there. Flags down. Catch made down at the 40 by Jackson.
Holding. Offense, number 78. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That's Dalton Wagner, the right tackle. Happened right in front of the official.
Well, KJ's been doing it, staying in the pocket, so offense line's not used to him getting out as much. And KJ does a great job getting outside the pocket like we want him to. You just got to let go. I don't see that one. I do not like that call at all. Hands were inside. I thought a good block there from Ryder.
First and 20 for Arkansas, back at their own 36. Underneath to Landers, and he'll get up to the 43.
Don't be afraid to continue to take those 7-8-yard plays. It's 4-down territory.
One got 6. Jefferson gets out of there, and he's into Liberty territory, right near a first down.
I mean, that's what he does well. When things aren't there and the pocket collapse, just go. Don't feel like you have to stick in there and try to find a completion. Just take off, get the first down, extend the drive.
Under 2 minutes to go. Arkansas still has 1 timeout. KJ dumps it off. It's Landers. This guy has been fighting for yards all day. And he's inside the 10. First and goal, Razorbacks.
Love the length, the stiff arm, get off me. And then right here is great. You know, you protect the football at all costs. You see Liberty defenders coming in there, swiping, punching, got 2 hands on it.
First and goal for Arkansas at the Liberty 8. Jefferson looks around, back of the end zone, caught, Knox!
The man of the 4th quarter, Trey Knox with his 2nd touchdown. And KJ staying offensive line, by far the best possession they've had this entire game. Saved it for the end.
And after all of that, they got to have this one too. This 2-point attempt against Hugh Freeze's Liberty Flames. It's Landers at the bottom of your screen. It's Jefferson keeping himself, trucking to the end zone. Did he get in? They say no.
Rule on the field, the ball carrier was short of the goal line. The try is no good.
Stephen Sings, Dennis Osagade, and Ahmad Walker were all in there.
Ruling on the field, the ball carrier was short of the goal line. The previous play is under further review.
The key is going to be, when does the knee go down and where is the ball when the knee goes down? Knees down.
Where's the ball?
Come on, Landers, get out of our way. What are you doing? And you can't tell from there.
There's no way you can overturn it from that angle, though.
No. We're going to have to see if there's another view of where the ball was, because from there, obviously, the former Bulldogs blocking.
Showed a replay on the screen. Sam Pittman thought that KJ Jefferson was in.
Remember, call on the field was not a conversion. Just don't know if they're going to have a view to overturn this at the end of the day is going to be the problem.
This is the pylon look.
You know what's funny? My senior year versus Auburn, I was called in for a touchdown, and there was not a view to overturn it. It's been a very heated debate if I was in or not, but there just wasn't a view to say was in or was not. They stuck with the play that was on the field. I even saw the sideline referee in the airport a few years later, and he said, we couldn't tell. We couldn't tell.
There are people throughout the Southeastern Conference that are still talking about that play, and I know you are too. Original look that we saw, the first replay that we had a chance to look at, was probably our best angle, and it looks like KJ's knee is down before the ball extends to the goal line at first glance. But let's see if we can emphatically say that knee was down. Looking at this angle here, it looks like the ball is right at that goal line.
I mean,
so close.
It stinks. Like, if it was called a touchdown or a conversion on the field, I think you stick with it.
After review, the ruling on the field, the ball carrier being short of the line of gain stands. The try is no good. His knee was down, and the ball did not cross the goal line.
I can't blame him. There was not a view to be had to see if he had crossed the goal line or not.
This is the best look that you get, and just watch his knee right there.
Landers, move.
The problem is with Landers in the way of the play, there's no way you have video evidence to overturn it. That's why the call is stands.
Yes, that's why it stands. There's just not enough for them to go on to say one way or the other. And I'll say it again, like if it was called a conversion on the field, I think the result would still be the same. It would it would stand, and we'd have a tie ball game right now.
Well, now Sam Pittman's team is going to have to try an onside kick with only one timeout left, with 1:11 to go. Georgia Bulldogs have defeated the Tennessee Volunteers 27-13. For those just joining, it comes down to this. Arkansas attempting this onside kick. And it's recovered by Liberty. It's Michael Bollinger, the big fullback, pounces on it, and Hugh Freeze's team can run out the clock.
Oh, if it just would have taken one more bounce before he caught it, there would have been an opportunity for some fun action to occur. And going back to the two-point conversion, I don't disagree with it. Like, Liberty was exhausted. I was kind of thinking that Liberty may take a timeout just to get a breather, get your big quarterback running downhill.
Our MVP of the game today is brought to you by Sport Clips, and that has to go to their quarterback, Jonathan Bennett.
Illegal substitution. Defense. More than 11 players in formation at the snap. 5-yard penalty. First down.
And Jonathan Bennett was tremendous this entire afternoon, throwing the football, big-time throws down the field, especially in the red zone, and over again, utilizing his legs on third down situations as well. A complete football game. The flu game. Well, man, trying to rival MJ right now. Didn't practice all week because of the flu. Comes out and has a great game here on the road to win against the Razorbacks on homecoming.
He is our Saturday MVP, brought to you by Sport Clips. As you said, didn't take one rep all week. Our starting tailback, Day Hunter, got hurt in the first quarter. Shedro Lewis, he comes in at backup tailback. Converts a couple of big first downs with a heavy heart after losing his father this week. And Hugh Freeze continues to wreak havoc in the Southeastern Conference. Liberty gets their first ever win over an SEC school. Saw what he did to Virginia Tech and several other Power 5 teams the last couple of years who have a chance to beat the Hokies again in a few weeks. There's no question Liberty's the best team in the state of Virginia this year, as they'll improve to 8-1 and almost certainly get into the college football playoff top 25 this week.
Oh yeah, they definitely will make their way to that top 25. He's got an interesting conundrum on his hand. You know, Jonathan Bennett had a great game. I mean, to go on the road in the SEC and win a game like this, the way he performed, you know, obviously Charlie Brewer looks like he'll be back soon. He was a game time decision. All of a sudden you have three capable quarterbacks and you got to decide who's going to be your QB1 down the stretch for the last few games of the season. Good problem to have.
Bennett was terrific, and that'll do it. The Liberty Flames come in and shock Arkansas in homecoming, and Hugh Freeze's dominance over college football continues.
Let the Auburn message boards get going tonight.
That man's got great options, doesn't he?
Oh my goodness.
The highest paid coach outside of the Power 5. He celebrates with all his girls, the Freeze family, on the field. He loves Lynchburg, Virginia, but he realizes he's going to have options after another statement win.